Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Nice to see everybody hanging out and having fun before things get started. I didn't know Peter Rowe was a big fan of Page I Love segment, but I see that he is based on his exuberance in the chat. So yeah, welcome. It's Thursday, and we've got I don't know. Well, there isn't a whole lot for us to cover today, but there's definitely some things that we can talk about. We've got our Wave 2 announcement for Mystery Sketch, and of course today the booth setup has finally officially happened, and I think we probably had about 20, 25 people already go in there and set up their booth. So lots of stuff going on around here, and all of it good. Lots of busy work, and I'm encouraged that everybody is ready to get started putting artwork in their Cal 13 booths. But what maybe even excites me more, it would be the amount of interest we've had in mystery sketches so far. I can't tell you how awesome it's been. I mean, we're over 250 sales already in the first 2 weeks, and I remember I think in what was it, November, we hit 410 sales. So we're already at 250 with 4 more weeks to go. So that's fantastic. Keep spreading the good word about Mystery Sketch, and boy, oh boy, I don't know where we're going to wind up, but I might have to hire some help in here when we start shipping some these things out of CAF HQ. But yes, so I see, yeah, Jeff. What? Oh, yeah, I love the page Marcus loves. Which page would that be, Jeff? You love all pages, I think. But yeah, I posted a an Adam Hughes sketch card that I forgot we had. Maureen picked one up last year at OAX, and I was going through some stuff in the house, and I discovered that she had left it like in the house for over a year. So I brought it into the office and scanned it and posted it to CAF. So there you go. It's a year in the making, but it's finally shared in our CAF gallery. Oh man, number one Marvel fan is actually counting down the days. Did he go to the OAX website to see that? 337 days until OAX 27. Well, that's that's good to know. That's good to know. We have some time to work through some things, Tom. But thank you. Keep me updated on that every week. Maybe hit me with a reminder so I know where we're at time wise with the next show. But yeah, we had a well. So I can tell you that Tatiana will be joining me in a little bit. We're going to be drawing the second week's giveaway winner for Mystery Sketch. You know, we had the what was it, Orion Otagawa sketch card along with the TD Art custom binder. So I've got, I think, what was the number? 145 sketch cards purchased so far. If that's that, yeah, that's right. 145 names on the wheel. So that's pretty good. Lots of sketch cards purchased and 9x12s. But yeah, best of wishes to Adam Hughes, says Marcus. Absolutely. That was rough news to hear yesterday from Allison. But I mean, you know, Adam's, we're all thinking about him. I mean, when I think about who has brought some of the most joy to our hobby in the last 20 years, and maybe even the most, you know, I don't know what would be the right word for it. Well, back to the joy side at the very least is that, man, I mean, come on, the art that Adam's put out there has, you know, has brought smirks and smiles to our faces since the first time we saw his work. And I'm sure, I know that I speak probably for all of you that we're, you know, he's in our thoughts. We're all pulling for him, and Allison, and and we just we'll do anything we can to anything that they need. Obviously, I think we're all there for them. So, but yeah, that's sad. But no, but when I was thinking about it, you know, I think about I don't know where we'd be if Allison didn't, you know, kind of come in to her role as Mrs. Adam Hughes, and just trying to kind of rein in the sketch card, you know, sketch buyers who are flipping stuff and all that stuff. I mean, we have a completely different market thanks to the two of them as it relates to getting sketches at shows, and it's all for the better, certainly for the artists. And I think at the end of the day, if you look at the quality of the work that was done, like you know, con sketch wise in the early 2000s or the 90s or the 80s, and compare it to where things are at now, it's day and night. And I really do attribute a lot of that to the shift in valuing the art that was coming out of cons from commissions and convention sketches. So yep, Agent X, you're right, we all are sending them their way. But they were still, well, it didn't matter, but at least the Marcus, the quality was going up, and the prices went up, which discouraged flippers at the end of the day. I mean, you have to look at it like that. We know some of the more notorious flippers that are out there, that were out there, and you don't see them doing that anymore. You know, they shifted their focus from getting convention sketches to going to artists and trying to buy, whatever, 15 pieces from a top level artist, whether it's, whatever, Finch or Magnolia, whatever, and then trying to get discounts on that and trying to make money that way. But you saw less, more and more, I guess you saw less of that happening with the art. Uh, yeah, 10 times it is about that, Marcus. I mean, I remember the good old days. I remember free. I got back in my first San Diego Comic Con, I got a free sketch from Jim Lee. That was back in the day when the artists would just sit down at an open table, and all of a sudden there'd be buzz amongst all the art collectors to go run over in this direction because Jim Lee had sat down to sketch and he was only going to be there for like 30 minutes. Those days are long gone. But yeah. Anyway, so well, Tatiana is not here, so I'm not going to dive into. I can't do the wheel of names or anything like that. But what I can tell you is we do have a third giveaway to announce tonight. I was going to do that in a little bit, but I can queue up the material that I needed to get here. Let's see. So I reached out to Enrizo. He has a few artists who are participating in the mystery sketch, and I said, hey, would you like to contribute some stuff to the to the giveaways that we're hosting? And he was very happy to come up with some ideas for us. So he had some pre-done work that he's contributing, and let's see, we've got a piece from let's see, Juan Bobillo is I hopefully I pronounced his name right. It's a She-Hulk. So let me go ahead and highlight that one, or at least pull it up here on screen for everybody. Um, and here we go. Now I got the right window shared. So that's what is it? It's on 9 by, well, no, it's like 8 by 11 and a half. So that's from Juan. And we also have a smaller sketch. What was it? Say, oh no, the next one was actually from Ed Rizzo. This Chris Nork should be happy to see this. This is actually a Jonah Hex layout for the 2010 film that Ed Rizzo had put together. So you get Jonah Hex on a horse. So that's a second giveaway item. And let's see, what was the third piece? Third piece was a 5.5 by 7.5 Hellboy by Gonzalo, gosh, Ruggieri. So those three pieces will be in the third giveaway that we'll be handling. And I see Tatiana's here, so I can bring Tatiana in as well. Hey, Tatiana.
Hey,
Right.
how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'll show them to you because I don't know if you saw them all. So we got this is a piece by again Gonzalo Ruggieri from Enrizo Art. We have two storyboard panels from the Jonah Hex movie from 2010 by Mr. Ed Rizzo, and also a She-Hulk by where was the name again? This was by Juan Bobillo on 8 by 11 and a half. So that's,
Nice. These are all very cool.
yeah. And so thanks to Nicholas for that. Nicholas will be joining us next week. He's actually never been on the show before. And when I was talking to him, he said this would be the first time he's going to be on a English speaking podcast show. So this will be interesting. He seems confident. He writes very good, English. So I have to believe he'll do just fine when we have him on here.
He'll do great. He'll have a lot of fun.
I think so too. And so for this mystery sketch giveaway for the third one, this will be for anyone who has made any purchase, whether it's a sketch card or a 9 by 12. But the cutoff date to be entered into it will be Wednesday, the 22nd. So we'll give you like another 5.5 days to get some more purchases in, and then we'll do the drawing next week on the cap update.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I put my first two mystery sketch orders in for myself last night. I know I'm going to order more, but I have to, I have to sit there and think about what it is that I want to order. And so I had to decide, and I picked a couple. So I said, okay, there's my first sketch card, my first 9 by 12, and then I'll put my next order in when I decide more stuff I want.
I'm with you there. I mean, we always buy 5 or 6, but I have no idea going in, and we always tend to do it at the last minute. Ask the girls what they want, and you just never know what manga or whatever they're going to be watching at the time that they're going to pick a character that I know nothing about for it. But yeah, yeah, no, but yeah, you heard we're at 251 sales so far. That's phenomenal. It's great.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, there's been some good requests already, so I always love seeing what people want ask for.
Yeah, I can tell you that I've gotten because I did send out some assignments already. Last Saturday, I took I think maybe around 170 of the first sets and got those out. But I've gotten 3 artists have actually shown me work that they've done so far, and it's all really good. I'm not going to share them. My instructions to the artists and the reps was to not share anything until the weekend of Cal. We'll see if that actually holds up or not. But then, at least some 2 people who are new, who have doing it for the first time, I think just wanted me to see kind of what they had done, and I mean it's everything you could have hoped for. I'll share them with you after the show's over.
All right.
But so we're here to do the drawing, though. We have the drawing for the Otagawa.
Yep.
Spidey
Yep.
sketch
With the
card
binder.
and the binder, and
Mhm.
and so well, we might as well. I've already plugged in the names into the wheel, so I guess we could show off how many names are on it, because it looks more crowded than last week, as it should. Let's see here. Where is that wheel? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh my. Yeah, last week you could almost read them. This week you cannot.
Not anymore. Not anymore. So I'll even go in here and I'll just keep shuffling them in there. Yes, you can see Alberto's name is in there quite a bit. He has bought a few. Oh, we got some ads. I got them. Alberto's bought a few. Gosh, there's actually, I think we have probably 4 or 5 people who bought over 10 so far. So hey, that's great. And again, with 4 more weeks to go, you just you never know where we'll end up with the total sales. But all right, now you see, if I could have, I would had you press the button here, Tatiana, because you're the one doing that's providing us with the giveaway items here. But I have to do it.
We'll pretend that I'm pressing the button.
All right, it's just like bang.
We need that like slot machine sound,
We do. I hear it. It has like Wheel of Fortune playing. Dan Goodwin.
Dan, I know Dan's address and everything already.
Yeah, I do too. And he's filled up. He hasn't filled up his binder yet, but he's got one of the coolest sketch card portfolios that I've seen. It's a 4x4 format. It's just huge. And I don't know, is Dan even in here? I haven't seen him in the chat, I don't think, but I can text him.
Well, the binder's going to be great for him because he has, several pieces from the drops, and he'll be able to use the whole thing. So it's going to a good home for sure. Without
question. So congrats, Dan, wherever you are. Let's see. Let me go ahead and remove that. But yeah, so I haven't. I mentioned that we have our Wave 2 announcement we can do tonight too. So we have I think we're getting close or at 100 artists total with the Wave 2 announcement. Oh, see Dan hey Dan, I haven't actually removed this. Look, you just won the second giveaway, Dan. How do you like that? So
you won the binder with the Ryan Otagawa Spider-Man and all the pages and everything in it for you to store all your cards.
That is yeah. Hey everyone. So there you go. Dan, congrats. He's really into the sketch card thing and drawing them himself too. Maybe we'll get him to be one of the artists in later in the year in November.
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
But I can tell everybody that I did update the sketch page. I'll throw that link in the chat just so you can see it, because it does have all of the updated names that we've added, and we've added the third giveaway information there as well. Thank you, Tatiana.
Mm-hmm.
But I have the spreadsheet open somewhere around here, so I could actually read all the names off of that we have that we're adding here in Wave 2. So let's see here. From TD Art, right? We have Marco Galli, Jordan Gunderson, and Anakin Udofia. Is that right?
Yeah. So right. Jordan this is his first time doing the mystery sketches because he's been with us for just a handful of months. And Anakin, I just got announced yesterday as working with TD Art now, and we did a cool drop, and he was more than happy to be part of the event when I told him about it. And so I'm really, really, really excited to see what he does. His stuff is so cool. If you know his style, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, go to the website and check out the new art. He's a muralist and is well known in the DC area where he lives. But he's also done several Magic cards, and he has done some work for Dark Horse, so he does comics and stuff too. So we're just really, really excited to work with him, and I can't wait to see him draw some pieces for some folks in the mystery sketch event.
Exactly. I mean, I wasn't familiar with his work, and so when you Google him, you see mostly the mural work that he's done, which is fantastic stuff. I mean, hard to imagine artworks like that on the sides of buildings, but that's amazing. Absolutely beautiful stuff. So it's not spelled the same way that you were thinking, Marcus. But he probably could draw some Star Wars stuff if he was so inclined.
He absolutely could if he wanted to. And I want to make sure I'm saying his name completely right. It's been a while since I've asked him to say it to me, so I'll probably next time I talk to him ask him to make sure that I'm saying it right, because I grew up with people butchering my name a lot, and I don't like it, and I know nobody likes it. So
DKs, gosh only knows. But yes, I get it. So we have other names. We have from the Jiggy's crew. What do we got? We have Mannix is coming back, Ruvella Brill, John Amore, Gigzilla, Elmer Damaso. We've got Raf Gumbach, Jim Jimenez. This is a new name, and I'm probably not going to be able to pronounce it, but it's Nick Paganaban. I guess this is a new artist for Jiggy. I'm not familiar with Nick, but then Pat Mai, Ron Bhutan, Von Randall, and Harvey are all back for Jiggy's crew in Wave 2. We have some solo artists that are back as well. Jeff Moy, Aranga, Chris Anderson, Chris Uminga, and let's see, Jimmy Palmiotti and Stefan Rue are back. And then what do we got here? From En Rizzo, he added 2 more names, Claudio Aboy and Carlos Barrocelli. And my goodness, who else is in here? We got a couple of new ones from Yoshi's crew, right? Mm-hmm. Haji and Satoshi Hatano. Both are only doing 9x12s, but they're back into it. And then 2 new, not new, one new art rep group and 1 returning art rep group who we've just listed. First, the Artist Bullpen. They have Brian Level, Keith Browning, Kayla Valerio, Rafael Dante, Tyrell Waiters, and Vanessa Del Rey. All fabulous artists. I mean, I would be happy having any one of them.
Absolutely. Yeah, when they sent over the list, I was excited. There's some really great names on there.
Exactly. And then new first-time rep is Alter Comics. So we've got Ariel Olivetti, Fico Ocio, Nahuel Grego, Julio Azamor, Diego Greco, well, I should be having you read these off, Tatiana. You probably do way better than me. Leonel Castellani, Andres Ponce, Augustin Alessio, Tomas Era, and Aleta Vidal are all coming in from Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. I shipped them some mystery cards, so mystery sketch cards not too long ago that I know they just got. So yeah, so that's cool. So I could say Rizzo and Alter Comics and Artist Bullpen, TV Art Gallery. Almost everybody but Japan Comic Art is doing both 9x12s and sketch cards. We didn't get the sketch cards out to Yoshi's crew on time, so we'll probably have Yoshi's team doing sketch cards in November.
Yep. We'll get them out to them nice and early so that they can all do the cards. So I'm really excited about the new folks, some amazing artists. So if people are placing an order, what's the timing for when they can get one of those Wave 2 artists?
Beginning right now. So that's that's the thing. And I can tell you, we'll probably be leaning a little bit more into the Wave 2. We got a lot of assignments out, and I pulled the list, just so you know. I pulled the second list that I'll probably be divvying out tomorrow. But those will all still be, should be assigned to Wave 1 based on the timing. Then probably when we pull the list next Thursday, that would be, I would think most of the reps and the artists who are added in Wave 2 would be getting those assignments, at least to get everything even at that point, and then anything goes after that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's how you handle it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's this? I pulled a list and your name wasn't on it. I don't know about that. Yeah, but good to see you in the chat. I think you started your Comic Art Live booth earlier too. So very good. But but yeah, no, I think so. We got the Wave 2 artists out of the way. We got our giveaway out. We've announced what we're doing for the for Wave for the week 3 giveaway. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
we have something solid yet for week 4, but I guarantee you that Tatiana and I can easily line up somebody, something else as equally cool for week 4. But we're just going to keep layering on the giveaways and the perks for those who are participating in Mystery Sketch this time around.
So for week 3, it's for everybody, right? Sketch cards and 9x12s. It doesn't matter what people ordered.
Correct. Correct. Everybody who's already ordered, and then every order up until Wednesday, the 22nd, will be in the pool for the week 3 giveaway.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Very cool.
Yeah. No. Sorry, I've tried to get a couple things here, but yeah. All right. So what else we got going on, Tatiana? Anything we can talk about?
What can we talk about? Well, have you talked about the Cal booths?
I only
And
mentioned the Cal
okay.
booths are out there. Yep, that I sent out an email. I actually sent out an email to all premium members about an hour and a half ago, and tomorrow a general email to all subscribers. We'll get that one that just talks about the Cal being 4 weeks away. Premium members can set up their booths now. All that fun stuff.
Yeah, and if you're in the chat and you're like, "Oh, that sounds cool, but how do I do it? And is it complicated?" No, it's super easy. Setting up at the show. I mean, what other show can you do in your pajamas from home? You don't have to worry about your banner. You don't have to worry about your suitcase getting broken. You don't have to worry about how bad the food is on the airplane. You just roll out of bed and just do it right there at home. You have essentially you have a month to get your booth set up, so it's not a big time sink. You just a little bit here and there when you have time. And if anybody has questions and they're interested, check out the site, and then feel free to email any of us, and we're happy to talk you through it and help you out to get you set up for the show. We want people to have a lot of fun and be buyers and sellers, and once you do it one time, you'll do it every time because it's so easy to set up.
Exactly. Tim Burrows reminding us he loves going to OAX, and we love having you at OAX, Tim, and at Cal. I think
Absolutely.
I think Tim set up at Comic Art Live last time because he does help a couple artists I think in Mexico sell their work if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
He was showing off some work for them last November. So yeah, it's always good.
So love the comment from Yevgeny. Yeah, we want to make it as easy as possible. We don't want you to have to keep loading stuff up over and over again and all of that. Just as smooth and easy as possible. So appreciate the feedback on that. And Newell likes it too. Says it's easy.
Very cool. I think that was more of an accident. Usually we've cleared the most stuff out. My stuff got cleared out, but maybe some people's got their stuff in there. So that's good. If you've got a few things that you can recycle, I guess that's not a terrible thing. That'll make things a little bit easier. But yeah, I missed some other comments in the chat as well. But yeah, 4 weeks to set up your booth, and yeah, there's support links in there. So if you need to, you can always send us an email, and we can answer any questions. And I'll probably walk through a few things in a little bit, just as reminders and refreshers for those who. No, I didn't forget. I did not conveniently forget that giveaway. I could do it right now. See, Marcus, because I talked about it at the beginning of last week's show, and then that show ended up going like 20 minutes past midnight, and I literally forgot about doing that giveaway. So here,
we can do it right now.
I know I've got to. Well, I can start collecting it, and then because here, let me set up the StreamYard. What should the hashtag be for this? Do you think?
I don't know.
We could just have them type in the number hashtag 8,000.
Yeah.
That would be real easy. Well, don't do it yet. I have to give me a second here. I gotta create the darn thing first. And I can't tell you what I'm going to give away because once again I actually forgot about that. But it will be a piece of art. I guarantee you that. It will definitely be at least a piece of art and probably a few other tchotchkes that we can slide in there as well. So here, let's see. Hashtag 8,000.
I can tell everybody that we're working on panels. We don't have anything fully ready to announce yet, but we will soon. So we're working on a bunch of different stuff. And so we'll be excited to start sharing out some sneak peeks. Matt Zardo will be sharing out some sneak peeks of that stuff pretty soon. Matt's at Matt. I think Matt's at Epic right now. Is he at Epic this week? Why is he here?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. I know he's going to. I think he's going to Epic tomorrow.
Nice.
It's a Friday Universal trip. I told him he's got I told him the things he has to do while he's there and the things that he has to eat in front of his daughters to make them squeamish. So there we go. Nothing as bad as Bob Layton eats though. Everything here would be very U.S. centric kind of fun stuff here. But okay, so there you go. Hashtag 8,000. You put that into the chat, and you will be entered into the drawing that I cannot tell you what I'll pick. But I actually have a portfolio with some art in it that we have for such occasions as this. Is the 8,000. I don't even know where we're at right now. We got to be around 8,020 by now. But yes, we appreciate all of the effort that went into that show between Anthony and Matt DiTullio that got us over 8,000. Did you watch that at all, Tatiana?
No, I specifically don't watch shows most of the time where Matt's selling stuff because I'll buy something.
Yeah, he always brings good stuff. But it was fun because everybody in the chat was having a lot of fun. Every time Matt was on, people would subscribe. And so when his round was done, I would be like, "We're at 8,008," and then it would switch over to Anthony, and people would unsubscribe, and it would go down to like 8,003.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
You can picture Matt, he's cheering, and Anthony, his brow was furrowing a little more every time it happened. Yeah.
There we go. Sardo's doing it right. Sitting poolside watching the calf update.
That's the way to do it. So we have 30 entries in this thing so far. So thank you. I'll keep throwing this thing up here, and maybe right after we show the schedule slide in about a half hour, whenever we get to that, I'll draw the winner, but I'll keep reminding everybody about the giveaway. But yeah, like you said, if we're working on the panels right now, just getting some stuff fleshed out there. I have to reach out to that guy who had those animation cells just to see if he's interested in doing a panel. Just we talked about that. Some potential there. So we want to try to have some new panel ideas. I guarantee you, Anthony will probably be starting us off on Sunday, as is his way. But outside of that, I don't think we've got anything concrete yet. But lots of ideas. Definitely lots of ideas.
We'll of course have the Friday night mystery sketch. Yep.
And I know that we'll have the Saturday night next comic art drop, whatever that is. We have a show with them on this Saturday actually too. But so those are our constants. We always have them, and you always host a couple panels, so we'll work that in there as well. But yeah, outside of that, I think that again, back to the mystery sketch stuff. This is definitely going to be something that will go down in our history books as far as record wise. And I think at 100 artists, we are already at the most artists that we've ever had lined up for a mystery sketch.
Yeah, and they're all going to be busy. I mean, people know that the quality is fantastic. You're always going to get. I mean, no matter who the artist is, you're always going to be happy. You're always going to get incredible value. I mean, the artists love kind of one-upping each other with this, even if it's indirect, and everybody just puts in so much work. So I think it's so super clear to people now. Anybody who hadn't gotten them before is getting them now, or people are getting a lot more than they used to. So.
Yep, that's true. I saw Matt Sardo got one, I think in the first week, and Rich Danny's is one of the people who sent me one of the sketch cards that they did, and it's really, really, really good. So whoever is going to get that one, I know who's getting it, but they'll be happy with it. Very happy.
Nice.
But yeah, so you're absolutely right though. I think when I was dishing out everything, I felt like I was getting at least 3 assignments to everybody to get things started, which was good. Usually the first round, it's more like one and two. So 3 for every artist that was out there felt like a good average.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be busy, busy. Uh, Bill sent, as he does with all the reps, send me a big chunk of the cards, and I hadn't even finished mailing them all out to my artists yet. And I'm like, Bill, I'm going to need more cards than this. It's not going to
It
be
felt
enough.
like a good sized stack when I sent it, but yeah, I realized because I've got a whole, I think I still have another 1,200 here, so I should have sent more to everybody just to kind of make so I don't have to worry about mailing out more in November. But oh well, live and learn.
Yeah, I mean, when it's domestic, it's easy. It's not a big deal. So
Right.
yeah,
I know I sent Jiggy like 300 of them, but that's probably still going to end up not being enough because they'll probably draw on those and put them in their booth for sale and everything too.
yeah.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
you know what? It's a good problem to have.
Of course, absolutely. No, we are very fortunate to have these kind of problems. What was the most requested character, Victor? I can't tell you. Because some people who've bought multiples have either 1 or 2 characters in them, so that skews everything. I mean, historically, it's always Magic is the #1 requested character. I don't think we've seen Magic ever not be #1. Again, if you kick out Alberto, asking for 20 Captain Americas, that always is going to skew things and mess things up. But
Yeah,
um,
like unique collectors.
right,
Yeah.
right, because there's not many other people asking for Captain America outside of Alberto. But Alberto's kind of moved on. He's if you because you got some of his assignments, he's got a couple of characters that he's never asked for before.
Hmm.
Not even Red Sonja is in the list on some of that. So.
Yeah, I've been with mine. I've just been requesting completely different stuff,
Mhm.
and then I'm not doubling up on anything. But now I need to decide what I want to do for my next order. So
Well, you got 4 weeks to decide. That's the
yeah,
good news. Jeff Dunn, hey man.
like I can't even remember what I ordered for my sketch card yesterday.
I don't know. I could tell you because I still have the spreadsheets open, but I know what you ordered on the 9x12.
Yes, my 9x12 request was Voltron.
Mm-hmm.
My sketch card request was Lobo.
All
There we
right.
go. So I have to decide what I want for my next couple orders. But it's so hard because like I just want to get like all the things, and so
Yeah,
but
me too. I'm always going to ask for Cyclops or Thor just to keep with tradition.
to keep us
And
on our toes. Oh my goodness, I can't believe Bill.
it's another one. But see, at least with Cyclops, you just never know if it's who it is that's actually asking for it, right? Because he's becoming more and more popular as
Hmm.
time goes on, clearly. Um, but what's that Supergirl movie guest star? Yeah, the Lobo thing, right? It's a smart character to get. But
Lobo's a character. I mean, people who know me know I love anti-hero characters, and Lobo's a character I've liked for a really long time. I have a very cool Matteo Scalera Lobo cover, and I was kind of like trying to figure out who I wanted to request, and I'm like, oh, I'll do Lobo next. So I had this kind of list in my head. I'm sure I'll get through a few more of them though.
mhm.
So
Ian Saint, where was it? Oh, not yet. Ian, there it goes. Was there a Savage Land Thor yet? No, that request has not come up yet, Ian. Not yet. So, and I kind of doubt it. It won't come from me. I will tell you that because I don't. Shirtless Thor is not not the direction I want to take things if I don't have to.
what if
But
you have to?
yeah. Oh man, but yeah. So outside of that, we've just got lots of stuff going on with Cal prep for the next 4 weeks. That's going to be our focus and keeping things spicy here with the mystery sketch, for everybody, so that we have fresh giveaways over the next, for the next 4 weeks. So 3 more to announce after this one that we announced tonight, and then yeah,
And then right after that, like we're doing turn around, and it's going to be OAX.
yeah,
Starting
that's
the
true.
OAX stuff.
I think by the time we hit summertime, there's a lot of stuff to focus on there. That's for sure.
I don't think we want Savage Land Howard the Duck. Thanks, though, John.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, isn't it just Savage Land Duck?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I can't picture Howard the Duck in the Savage Land. He'd probably end up in a pot pretty quickly. So yeah, Howard doesn't wear pants. Yeah, that's true. Guys. Oh man.
I think
All
most
right.
animated ducks don't wear pants. I think that's kind of a thing.
Yeah. Why would they? You know, every time they'd want to go for a swim, they'd be getting them wet.
Mm-hmm.
It's
because Donald Duck's just a shirt. Daffy Duck's completely naked.
Right. Right. Exactly. Man, I never thought of it like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I just can't think of any animated duck who wears pants.
Nope.
But the tailoring on that, because the top has to be so big and then it's got to come down real quick for some skinny legs. I mean, that's got to be some expensive tailoring. They probably can't. I don't know any ducks who can afford that.
Right. No. Well, Scrooge McDuck probably could almost do anything he wants, I guess.
That's true. Does he wear pants?
I can't confirm or deny. I can't picture him right now. Did Howard wear pants? I think maybe he did. I don't know. See, everybody's Googling just to find out which ducks wear pants. We'll see. Tom says that he does. Tom would know.
Scrooge McDuck does not wear pants. See, I'm telling you, none of them wear pants. Carl Barks knew it was up. Ducks don't wear pants.
Launchpad McQuack. Yeah, what was the one?
Launchpad McQuack is like technically a duck, but he doesn't look like a duck.
No, he's built a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, Scrooge wore that long coat, so it almost looks like he's wearing pants, but that's just his white feathers.
I think we're giving people ideas for their mystery sketch. let's see if Alberto orders a few duck-related mystery sketches before this whole thing is over.
Hey, I know some artists who would absolutely love to draw some ducks.
Yeah, no, I could picture a few as well. So what do we got here? With our hashtag 8,000, we are sitting at 44 entries. We have 90 people watching right now. So just half of the people watching have not.
46 people don't want free art, I guess. How does that work?
Well, that's because I didn't get to tell them what it was. So maybe that's the deterrent. But I can't dig the portfolio out now. It's buried in the toolbox beside me.
As soon as we started talking about Scrooge McDuck, the song immediately got stuck in my head, Yevgeny, like immediate, and it's just going to be in there now for like a week. So yes, it's very good.
Carlos Mo, yeah. What's the giveaway? We're giving away a piece of art tonight, Carlos, and it's because we hit 8,000 subscribers last Wednesday, and then I forgot to do the giveaway last Thursday. So I can't tell you what the art is because I totally forgot to. Yeah, tell them it's been done. That might not be the best thing to do. But yeah, I've got like 30 pieces to choose from. I'll probably have to figure out some random way of figuring out which of those pieces we'll pull. But yes, it will be for a piece of art. It's for our gratitude and everybody helping us reach 8,000 subscribers last Wednesday. And yeah, hopefully the next 1,000 to get us to 9 is it'd be cool if we could get to 9,000 before November's cow. That should be our.
We have to get to 9,001 so that we can say that it's over 9,000, and then we'll have a whole Dragon Ball Z theme.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would actually be really good.
We'll have to have Bronamathon, and we'll do like a whole over 9,000 theme thing.
Right. Yeah, that'll work. Well, 46. Look at that. Only 2 people. We tried to guilt the other 46 into doing it, and only 2 of them did. Now 3 of them did. It's crazy. We've got to work for it. There you go. Black Viper of Dorn heard free art and got him to his keyboard. Good. Yes. Hashtag 8,000. We could do this while you're here. The thing is, we should do, well, I'm not going to say we should do it when it hits 50. We're at 48 now. But I should wait till it hits a certain number, right? This is like a Kickstarter. If we can't hit 60 entries, I'm not going to do it. So come on. There's, again, 89 people now watching the show. We only have 50 entries. I want 10.
I think 60 is a good number. At least 60.
10 more, and we will do the drawing. So come on, we're gonna song and dance this thing until we hit 60 people. Come on, there's 40 people watching that haven't done it yet. Again, just # 8,000, hit enter, and you're in. Put the mask on and we'll get to 70. I don't have any masks nearby. Well, they always have a mask nearby, I guess, don't I? But I don't want to put it on. Come on, Kazra. It's Thursday night. It's Wednesday night is when we wear the mask around here. But we're at 55, 56. Holy smokes. See, you just had to threaten some people. But yeah, if I put the mask on, then we'd have to ask for 70. And that might be asking for too much. We're at 57 now.
I think if you put the mask on, then we have to ask for 75.
Which mask? I'll do it. I'll do it just to make everybody happy. But I'm not putting on the small cap mask because everybody knows that doesn't fit well. You had on a Magneto mask in that photograph. Oh, I forgot to pull those photos, Tatiana. Remember the photos you sent from Brian's wedding? I totally forgot about that. As soon as you had who had the Magneto mask?
Me.
That was you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I looked pretty great in it, if I do say so myself.
You did look really good in it. That's yeah. I don't want to get the Magneto mask. Okay, I'll do the Jeff Moy cap mask for everybody because that one doesn't it doesn't chafe anything on you want to have it on. How's that? So what are we at? We're at 58. We haven't even hit 60 yet. Come on, I should.
He's not putting it on until we have to hit at least we have 70 guys.
We're gonna have to hit 70. There's 87 people watching. It's all possible. Oh, Sydney was Wolverine. That's right. You were you were a good Wolverine too in that photo.
Mm-hmm. And right. Donnie was Daredevil.
Donnie, he had the right stubble going on there for the Daredevil.
Yeah, after we took the picture, I was like, "Man, Donnie, you look so good. That's crazy. It was perfect."
It was literally like it was meant to be. I think he purposely didn't shave for a couple of weeks to get it just right. All right, so there we go. Man, this looks awful on me. Look at that. My ears look like they've grown hair. But there you go.
Your little mini Princess Leia buns.
It's a mask to get Kazra to put his 8,000 in the ring, and Rich Cirillo. So now we're at 60. But what do we go? What's our target number here, though, Tatiana? And 75? This is like you really want to go for 75? That's pushing it. That's like 90% participation. If we go that
65.
Marcus wants the full screen because he wants to screen grab it and use it as fodder for the next sticker. I don't care. I don't mind, but it will only last for a few seconds. There you go. And I'll even take the giveaway message off there for you. There you go, Marcus. Screenshot away. All right. All right. There you go. What do you think, Tatiana? We are still at 60 and holding. Look, I put the mask on and nobody but Kazra and Rich Cirillo have hashtagged it. Unbelievable.
Come on, guys. We need 5 more. Text your friends who are on here but haven't done it yet.
Exactly.
Oh, there's 61.
61. Yep.
I can't enter because I just come up as the CAF account. So 62.
Yeah, here I want to switch this to the other screen so we can see where we're at. This one, where are you? Share that screen. Here we go. Where are we at? So there it is. We're at 62 and holding. Everybody, come on.
3 more people.
See, we're lowering our expectations now. We were at 75. Now we went to 70. Now we're at 65. Come on, people. There's 91 people watching, and everybody who just joined is wondering what the hell is going on.
I'm being asked about if any of my artists in the mystery sketches would do a nude cable. That comes down to, honestly, at the end of the day. So the answer is yes, but it comes down to, if Bill decides that, the mystery sketch is a whole thing, it's a branded event. And so we don't have a lot of rules, but every once in a while we have to have some rules. So that's up to him if he allows that through or not. But I do have artists who will do nudity, who will not shy away from it.
Look at that right there. Signed by Stanley himself.
You got to go full screen again.
Oh, son of a gun. Let's see.
Okay, we're at 63 now.
Are we at 63?
Yeah, we just got one.
All right.
That got you one.
All right, there we go. Wait. Stanley signed. This is a gift from Mr. Berkey. I have no idea how he got it or why he had it, but he felt it belonged with me when we were doing all those memes. So there you go, right
Love
there.
it. Great gift.
Stanley. Only Stan would sign it right there. He even did it on the art a few times, right on the shield.
64. One more.
Mine says 63. I believe you though. It probably takes a while for the counts to get moved up.
Yeah, because
there.
it said 62, and then we got one, and then we got another one, so it should be 64.
I don't know. Come on, people. We got 89 people watching. I literally have gone all out here with the shield and the mask. Carlos.
Bill, did you ever show everybody the hammer I got you, or do you?
No, actually, I never did. But yeah, that kind of goes with this as well, doesn't it? Yeah.
All right, we got to 65.
All right, so there you go. Yes, Tatiana, you click my full. Now my hands are full. I can't use the mouse. You can full screen me. Just click the little man in the upper left-hand corner of my preview window. There we go. Look at that. Comic Art fans, this was a gift from Tatiana when we were at IX, right? You gave it to me then. So I got the hammer, and it was a complete surprise. I had no gift for Tatiana. I felt like a fool, but this is awesome.
I don't give gifts expecting a gift back. I thought of you, and I said I gotta get one of these custom done for Bill. Custom
made. So yeah, no, it was awesome. What did you get for Kazra? Did he get like a sketch card or something?
I got him. I remember the cigars, but that was kind of random, and then there was something else. But then Sydney gave him something better, and then it was all overshadowed.
Oh man! All right. Well, we made it to 66, so I think that's enough, right? Just to we'll just go ahead and
That's more than 2/3.
Yes, exactly. We're at 93, so I'm happy with 66.
Well, then we're right on 2/3. That's great.
All right, that's good participation level. All right, well we're gonna do this, and then it'll be a surprise, whatever the art is. I guess I'll show everybody what it was next week, but it'll be in the mail to whomever our winner is. So let's go ahead and find out who that is. If it's Dan Goodwin, we'll have to say somebody else has to win tonight. Andrew Nolan. Nice. All right. Andrew Nolan, 3335. Well, Andrew, shoot me an email, bill@comicartfans.com. And yes, you will be getting a mystery piece of art that I will pick out after the show is over. I can get this mask off now.
Maybe you can go peek at his CAF account and see what kind of things he collects.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. All right. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, because I know the pieces run the gamut. There's not like 30 magic pieces in there or anything like that. It's plenty of different characters in there. Oh, Carlos wants us to do 8 winners. Yeah, maybe we do 10 winners at 10,000, but 8,000 at least for right now we have 1 winner. But but there you go. But we can do a runner-up who gets nothing, but it's fun to see who might have gotten a second one. Let's just do it while the screen's still up here. Little John. Sorry, Little John.
I feel like it's worse when you're like, let's just see who gets nothing. Sorry. John, next time I see you, I'll make sure you get an extra hug. John's a great guy.
All right. Yeah. Rigged. Yes, it was, Mr. Snorik. All right. Well, there we go. See, that was fun. That was fun. So Andrew, definitely shoot me an email, and I'm actually going to be making a run to the post office tomorrow. So if you can get the email to me tonight, include your mailing address, and yeah, I'll have the art in the mail tomorrow. Perfect. Well, Tatiana, this was more fun than I thought we were going to have.
We didn't have much of a plan. It was just that drawing, and then
no, we did not. but we managed to fill 50 minutes of time. This is almost like a team meeting. Wow. But we did it. Are you sending me? Yes, Newell. Actually, Newell completed. Yeah, I actually I pulled it out of the flat file today. So I've got that, and a couple of things from Brian Hitch to ship, and I haven't cracked into it yet. But those of you who've been waiting for the Joe Linsner package, it arrived today.
Nice.
very heavy for only being like 7 or 8 pieces of art. So I can't imagine what he's got in here. But
Rocks, box of rocks.
yeah, well, it wasn't rattling, but I have to crack into that tonight as well. Yeah, no blue lines tonight though, Peter. So all right, Tatiana. Well, all is going according to plan so far. I will, if I can, I'll have you another list of assignments tomorrow for Mystery Sketch. So let's plan on that. Worst case scenario would be Saturday, but I will do my best to get it to you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what people are requesting. And I think the last thing I just want to tell people before I leave is, start thinking about meetups when we're going to do calf meetups and stuff over the course of the year. I know we've had a couple small ones at shows, but those don't always have to be driven from our team. So, let us know what shows you're going to or what other events you're going to where we can have meetups and get people together, because it's, I love seeing people at OAX, but, Bill and Casward will testify. We are so busy. We don't get a chance to talk to people and really hang out and stuff very much. So we would love to see you in other places. So let us know where you're going. Yes, Sid, I'll be there for sure. Let us know where you're going, where people are going to hang out. Yeah, Casward mentioned Heroes. That'll be a big one. But we want to see you guys. We want to see you all at different places and hang out with you and give out swag and stuff. So let us know where we can do meetups throughout the year.
Exactly. That's true. And I was going to say it as well, because we're, there's going to be a calf contingent at Heroes. So those of you who are going, reach out and let us know, because that way we can try to organize things. I mean, I think we're not going to be there on Thursday night like we were last year when we did that meetup at that one brew pub. Or no, it wasn't a brew pub. They had tons of beers though. So we're not there on Thursday, but certainly on Friday or Saturday night, we can arrange some kind of a meetup somewhere. So let us know who's going to be there. I know there's got to be at least 50, 60 collectors that we know that will be there. And yeah, we'll have something cooking for that. And then San Diego after that. At least, oh no, Jacksonville, IC3 before San Diego. That's right. Isn't that the weekend before San Diego, I think. So Charlotte Beer Garden. See, Chris doesn't forget a good beer joint. He remembers the names. Yes, that was a fantastic place.
Well, I should be at Heroes this year. I missed it last year, and I'm not missing it again. So should be hopefully the whole team this time.
All right. Well, so Black Viper of Dorn, he's really lobbying for the cable. Well, we shall see. Wasn't that the request that came in? No, there was a well, we'll talk. It's not.
It's the one we talked about. We talked about it last time, so I know who it is.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but that was my honest answer. And look, if it doesn't work as a mystery sketch, I'm always happy to talk about, commissions with my guys otherwise. And, yeah, happy to work stuff out. But yeah, Bill, have a great rest of the show tonight. Congrats to Andrew and to Dan for being winners, and to John for being, the first runner up, but we still love you very much.
Yes, we do. And sorry for putting you through that, as like we did, but it's all good. So,
it's like for those of us who play Magic, it's like after you lose and then you look at the top card of your library to see what was next. Like, just don't do that, because then it's like, oh, I could have won. Like, you just don't. That's why you don't look. You don't look.
Right. Yeah. Nope. I get it. All right. Well, we'll be talking, Tatiana. You'll see an email from me probably within the next 24 hours with some new art assignments for Mystery Sketch. But thank you for hanging out with me on this. Thank you for providing the second giveaway from Ryan Otagawa and yourself with the TD Art binder. And congrats to Dan Goodwin for being our second week winner on that one.
Yeah, knowing it's Dan, I'm probably just going to hold on to it for a while, because I'm probably going to get some assignments for him, and then I can just put them in.
Right, there. You can just mail him everything in the binder already, nice and tidy. Yes, Dan has bought a few sketch cards so far too. He's not the number one buyer, but he's got multiples out there.
I've only ordered one so far, but there will be more. But I'm going to be nowhere near some of the numbers we've seen. So.
No. Well, I think Ian will hold that record for a long time, but you never know.
I love it. I love it when people get that excited. That's what it's all about.
Indeed. All right, Tatiana. Well, I'll be in touch. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Bye, guys.
See ya. All right. So yeah, so that was fun. I think I had written down like 20 minutes and it went for 60. So always stuff to do when we get going in there. But as most premium members know, we sent out the email tonight letting you know that booth setup is underway for Comic Art Live. So please get in there, get started. Like I said, I think we're up to like 25 people who have already gone in and started their booth setup. So you got 4 weeks, plenty of time. But I know that most people wait until the last, very, very last minute to go ahead and get started. But it's always better to start early. Formatting wise, even though it's in the redesign site, pretty much everything is very similar look and feel. So once you get into doing the booth setup, I think all the buttons and things are all in the same place. But the mobile friendly aspect of the way your booth kind of collapses a little bit is a little different, but it all works good. And if you're still using the classic mode, you won't even notice a difference. But yeah, Chris Nork is going to start his tomorrow. That means Chris has got some stuff he's for sale. I wonder if there'll be any thing art in there. Probably not. He probably doesn't sell anything that has Ben Grimm on it. What is MLB as? Can't someone just scan blue ink? I don't know. Never bought blue lines. Yeah, blue lines are a thing these days. But all right, sounds good there. So hey, I have to show the page I love that I could not find last week because I'd forgotten to upload it, and then I couldn't figure out where I had exported it to. And yeah, so I apologize to Kevin Sharp and Craig Rousseau for losing their page I love segment last week, but I have it here. I have it all queued up. So let's go ahead and play that. He's talking about a piece of art from Walt Simonson. So it's kind of funny that Walt hasn't come up yet in like 40 of these page I love bits, but the right issue, at least as far as I'm concerned, is being discussed here.
Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Sharp. Today I am joined by cartoonist Craig Rousseau to talk about a page he loves. Craig, I first want to welcome you to the CAF Plus channel.
Well, thanks for having me.
So you've chosen one of the classic runs from 1980s Marvel, which has never been talked about before on this show, nor has this artist ever been talked about, amazingly.
You're kidding me. That's crazy.
You're blazing a trail here. So please, will you let the viewers know what issue we're going to be talking about today?
We're going to be talking about the legendary Thor 337 by Walter Simonson.
This is the issue that kicks off his Thor run. Where would you have been in your comic reading / collecting life when this hit the spinner rack?
It was 83, and I specifically remember picking it up at a store in North Dartmouth, Massachusetts, and just blown away by that cover. That really just knocked my socks off as a 12-year-old kid. As I really hadn't read Thor that much before, and I just it really just blew my mind.
So it was a character you probably knew from other comics, but just weren't a regular follower of?
Yeah, I was reading the Avengers for a while, and again, this started. I started much younger, where a friend had a dog-eared copy of the Avengers his dad had gotten as a sanitation worker. He used to come home with comics that people were throwing out, so we'd sit and read these comics, and we'd love them. But I never really bought a lot of comics. We just comics that we'd found. And then I was at the store, and I was starting to pick up comics, and that cover just spoke to me in a way that I really hadn't read the book before. But what's happening? Who is that character? Why is he dressed like Thor?
Well, why don't we dive into the page itself that you chose? My first question is going to be, looking through this issue, how did you decide which page to talk about?
There are so many good pages, but again, as a 12-year-old reader, just seeing that first image where Beta Ray Bill has beaten Thor, and he picks up Don Blake's walking stick and becomes a version of Thor for the first time. It really, everything on that page works for me so well. So I did go back and look at different pages to think which would be my favorite, but it really is this one, because from a storytelling perspective, it's got everything. It's got a nice tight close-up of Nick Fury, and then we have a decent shot of Beta Ray Bill as a full figure, and then we get a close up of his hand, and then the action shot, and the big reveal at that last panel. So, as an artist, I look at it, that page, and go, "There's nothing that I would expect to see any different." I guess I think it's just a perfect storytelling page for me.
Using this page as the jumping off point, can you talk a little about what you like about Simonson's work in general as a storyteller, as a comic artist?
Sure. I mean, Walter is really just a master of the craft, and there's such a dynamic quality to his figures and his line work, and there's an action to everything. Where even if a figure is standing still, you feel that energy. Uh, Everything is just ready to pop, and there's an exaggeration to it that I'm drawn to, and the way that he works, especially with John Workman as a letterer. All those effects are integral to the page design. And I think that Walter thinks about every page in a way that is designed to read as a page, but also to be clear in storytelling.
Would you have been exposed to his work before picking up this comic in your memory?
I really don't think I was, because I think that was one of the key books that made me think I want to draw comics. And before that, I want to read comics, and I like to draw. But ultimately, that the energy in his work, and it shows up every now and then in my drawing. Sometimes I'll realize, well, I'm really pulling out my inner Simonson and not even realizing it. And sometimes I know that I'm doing it.
Well, I guess after you pick up Thor 337, at this point, do you become a regular Thor reader? Does this hook you?
It did. I think I picked up 337 and immediately bought 338, and I made my mom subscribe to the comics so I'd get it in the mail so I wouldn't miss it. And that was when those comics showed up in those brown paper wrappers, and they came, and usually it was on a rainy day, and they were all kind of mangled in the mailbox. And my books are all reader copies that are in really rough shape, but I wouldn't give them up for the world.
Well, the question for each guest then becomes, do you own any Simonson original art?
Well, as most people may know, Walter doesn't sell his original pages. You can get copies of pages that are inked by other art inkers, and I don't have any of those. But Walter is very good friends with Todd DeZago, who is my partner in crime on the Perhapanauts, which we've been doing as a book on and off for 20 years. And Walter was kind enough to do a cover for us, and we share custody of it, but it's been hanging up in my house for the last 10 years. And every day I walk by that cover and I look at it and think, man, that is awesome. And I start my day.
Why don't we jump over to your work? You teed us up perfectly for it, mentioning your series. What do you have coming out or have already out now that viewers could be on the lookout for?
Yeah, so Todd and I have been working on the Perhapanauts for 20 years. We've worked through different publishers, Dark Horse, Image, Scout, and now we're currently self-publishing, and we're reprinting all those books, and we're also working on new material at the same time.
Craig, thanks again for joining us. You will now be logged as the official Simonson Trailblazer. If anybody else picks this artist, you were there first, for the record.
All right.
Thank you
Excellent.
again.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you to to Kevin Sharp and Craig Rousseau for going ahead and sending us one of those Page I Love segments. Another one in the record books. I'll have to get that posted up to the channel sometime this weekend. So while that was playing, I decided I would cut into the Joe Linsner package just to make things go smoother tonight. So as everybody knows, we had a show with Joe 2 weekends ago. No, I feel it must have been 3 weekends ago. No, I can't be sure. I think it was 3 weekends ago. But the art is now in my hands, and I can get this stuff packed out and shipped. But here are the pieces. Let's see. I think it's better about right there. You get a little bit of glare off the monitor, but that one's pretty cool. And then we have the gutted, the eviscerated Thug by Red Sonja. Let's see, we got a Vampirella right there, and a very nice Red Sonja on the back of that. And oh yeah, Deja Thoris. I know where this one's going. That's very nice. And then the one I was shocked that did not sell during the show, but it sold right after we got everything posted on the calf. That was that Fire and Ice cover. I mean, look at that. I mean, Joe never does, backgrounds like with that much detail on there, but he outdid himself on that piece. So that one sold after the show. And what else we got here? We have another Vampirella. Oop, right there. And I think somewhere down, no, it was over on this side. Somewhere there's a Barney Rubble. No, it's a Homer Simpson. That's right. Barney Rubble's John Byrne. Homer Simpson is what Lindstrom put in there. And then one more, Dawn. Yep. Somebody got beat to death with that Bible. That's right. So there you go. I'll be packing those tomorrow. So thank you to everybody who picked up art from Joe and to Joe getting the art here. Now, before we get on with things, I did say that I would open up this package from Marcus. I won't turn it around so you can see Marcus's return address. If you want it, it's $10 a person. I'll be happy to let you know what his address is. But I've been sitting on this now for about 10 days, and my birthday is on Saturday. And as everybody knows, Marcus usually sends some kind of a care package in celebration of me getting 1 year older. So let's see here. I should have cut into this one. And I will tell you, Marcus, I did wear that sweater you bought me one day, not on a show, but I wore it at home. And Maureen was like, "Where in the hell did you get that?" So I said, "Marcus bought it for me." So she understood everything. All right, what do we got here? I feel like yep, okay. So we have come on. Let's see what's inside of it. Why do you always send me big wow stuff? I think I already got one of these, but we got that. We've got oh, is this the new Cyclops book? Because I wouldn't have bought it myself, but thank you. I will definitely give it a read. And there's something else in the bag here. Oh wow, this is a they literally cut up Cyclops's movie costume for this. It is a trading card, kind of like when they do the stuff with the sports figures, right? They cut out a piece of their jersey, and there's a letter inside inside the Big Wow program. Okay, I will open it up. It still smells like James Spartan. Does kind of, yeah. I think I got everything in there, and of course, this is in a Wiener Schnitzel bag. Thank you, Marcus. I will definitely repurpose this. Let's see here. The Big Wow program. Oh, there is a note in there. Let's see. Something from Stan Lee. Okay, it says it's from Marvel Productions Limited. I mean, it looks really official, doesn't it? It says, "Dear True Believer, this is one soapbox that I've been looking forward to writing all year long. This month, as all Foomdom knows, is your birthday celebration. A great occasion that I wish I could have been there to celebrate with you. Thank you for raising awareness of the comic book medium as a truly American art form by putting together OAX. I still remember the time when you got me that diet soda at Big Wow Comic Fest during the marathon 8-hour signing and photograph session with no breaks. Just like my favorite creation, Cyclops, you turned one blind eye to the elder abuse that was already happening to me. I think my favorite person of that weekend was Tatiana, whatever happened to her. But alas, happy birthday. Remember, as you get older and become more sleepy, you become more sleepy. Yeah, exactly. Have your handler keep repeating Bill Cox, Bill Cox, Bill Cox, so you know how to sign your own name. Excelsior, the ghost of Stan. Let's do some calf picks together. It'd be fun to get Stan on to do some picks. But yeah, I will never forget that weekend. It wasn't a diet soda, it was an Orange Crush. So, and I'll tell you, you go try finding an Orange Crush in the middle of downtown San Jose on a Saturday afternoon. It ain't easy. So, all right, what else we got in here? Well, well, that's nice. Like, apparently I have my own hair coloring gig. It's from a company called Biggin. Maybe that's Bigen. I don't know. But anyways, this is deep chestnut. Not really my color, but thank you. Maybe the chickens might appreciate that. Let's see. What is this? Oh, speaking of chickens, I guess. Let's see. I can't read. Well, it's. Oh, okay. Well, well, I already have something close to this, but look, he got me a chicken mask there, right there. I'm not putting it on. I'm not putting it on. Oh, he's even got the oh yeah. And then what would be a gift box from Marcus without an I Heart Wieners hat? So there you go. That is wonderful. And what is there? There's please examine all packing materials carefully. This was shipped to me from Heritage Auctions. Thank you, Heritage Auctions, for being a part in this gift exchange this evening. Put on the clucker. Yeah, everybody want. All right, just once. I will only do it once for you. Well, let me at least get this massive tag off of here. All right. So okay, you asked for it. Yeah, get ready with your cameras there, everybody. Just and hitting your screenshots. There you have it, right there. That's kind of the eyes are too big, don't you think? Right there, like that. Okay, that's it. Screenshot away. There you go. All right. They make that head just for me. Thank you, Marcus. Yeah, I think they might have. Wow. My birthday has come early, but hey, that's pretty cool. I'll put that right next to the other card I got that has Martin's signature on it. That I think I got that last year. It was from Anthony though. I poked myself with the knife too. That's never a good thing. All right, where are we going to from here? Schedule. We could talk about the schedule. I think I loaded it up. If not, I'm going to upload it right now because yeah, let me go ahead and upload that again. I have last week still in the studio here, but thank you, Marcus. As always, you're very thoughtful, and I always look forward to getting a package to open every birthday, which will be this what is it? It's going to be this Saturday. All right, so here we go. Upcoming schedule. We've got Jiggy's Crew on the 18th. It will be at 9 p.m. The theme is vehicles. I'll send out a mailing tomorrow. I did get to preview some of the artwork, so there's some good stuff in there. Got an interview with I guess you'd call him an illustration art collector, Greg Oba. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name, but we'll find out next Tuesday. Other ones on there. We've got a couple of interviews. Got Jeffrey Moy on a Wednesday night on April 29th. So look forward to that. All of you Legion of Superhero fans, definitely put that on your schedule. Then there's that the amazing Bertrand Brillios, who will be hanging out with us on a Saturday afternoon, May 2nd, 2 p.m. Lord only knows what he's going to bring. I hope there's a Paul Smith page or two in there that he didn't bring to OAX. We'll see. I don't know, but it's going to be one for the record books. I have a feeling, just at least in new material that we have not seen before. Then I've got Joe coming on May 5th. And then the big, doozy is Albert Moy versus Dino and Dan. And then, of course, Comic Art Live 13, the weekend of May 16, 17. So there we have it. Got it. And yeah, let me hide this slide. Hey, I can see Chris Snork in the green room, ready and raring to go.
You always say that, and I'm neither thing ever.
Yeah. Well, you probably at least have you had a drink yet? You're in like Snork mode.
Maybe I have, maybe I haven't.
So what's new with you, man?
Sorry?
What's new?
I got my Pepe Larraz commission on Monday. Yeah, I posted that baby to calf right away. Thanks to Cam Scanner, because it was on, I never remember the European paper sizes, but on the big, is it A3 or A4? I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, it wouldn't fit on my scanner. It was like this much too big. But anyway, so that was cool. And I don't know. I've been on vacation all week. I'm like lost.
Oh, that's right. I was supposed to get some photos and stuff from you. I didn't even think to ask.
I forgot to send. Yeah. Well, we went to Nashville and hooked up with our calf buddies down there. And saw a show and did some drinking and carousing and ate some good food. So yeah, it's been nice. But we're home now. So
All right. Well, so what was it? Just Chuck Arnold, or who else did you get to run into while you were in Nashville?
Chuck Arnold and Patrick Rains and Doug Fluger.
Oh, that's right. Doug is in Nashville.
He is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. That's no, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you got some time off. I can tell you, Derek did a fine job.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
Actually, the guys when I was down in Nashville, they were like, "Oh, did you see Derek's episode yet?" And I said, "Well, no, we came today, and I haven't had a chance to watch it." And they had all watched it and all really liked it, so that was cool.
Yeah, he schooled me a little bit on some DC characters and things, which was he is knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, why don't we dive into some stuff here? Because I clearly I've got some art I have to pack tonight too. So I've got my work cut out for me when the show's over. But where we go? I guess we can look at some heritage picks.
Okay.
Kind of a slow grind. I almost had to look at every piece to find the pieces that I'm going to show off tonight. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because there's so much that gets cycled in there that you can, you're just seeing similar things over and over, and it's tough to like find new stuff. But this one just stood out because it had Jack of Hearts on it. I knew Tom would be.
Yeah.
He's either happy or sad that I'm showing this off right now. Here, let's. But look at that. You get a nice, big panel with Jack of Hearts in there, looking all tough and everything.
Especially knowing how badly artists apparently hated to draw the guy. So.
Indeed. So, Tom, if you're bidding on this one, I do apologize, but it had to happen. And I always love it. This is a Marvel team up page. When they have to give you the arrows to know which direction you got to move your eye.
I know.
Somebody feels like they let the reader down.
Yeah.
And they're like, I gotta move in direction.
You're like, I got some wild exposition I need to do on this bitch.
I think this is the second weekend in a row where we've had a piece of art with arrows on it to move you in the right direction. But there you go, pretty cool. Jack of Hearts. This is almost as rare as a Stingray appearance on a piece of art. So yeah. And there was a lot of great Stingray artwork dropped on CAF this week. It was tough to limit it to just one pick, but we did manage to do just one piece of Stingray art. Tradmore, a Doctor Strange piece. Again, I know there's been a few Tradmores that have been popping up, and I don't think they were Doctor Strange pieces the last couple times when they were out there. But
the last one I saw was a Doctor Strange piece.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, that was a few weeks ago, but.
All right. Well, here's another good one, and they're always going to be in demand, so I figured we might as well show it. This one, again, I know we picked a Ditko Bill Reinhold before. This is a Phantom 2040 piece, and I think it's freaking awesome. I almost felt like I'm going to throw some bids on this one just because, again, what am I going to own from Ditko and Bill Reinhold? Inking it, it's really fantastic. I love this piece. So yeah, I guess I won't bid on it now, but I was half tempted to hold it back and bid on it myself. This was cool. I mean, I don't know anything about Team 7 Objective Hell, but this is a Chris Warner pencil piece with Scott Williams inks.
Man, I've said it before, Chris Warner underrated.
I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, it's I guess it's something to do with Vietnam or Cambodia, something along those lines. But man, this thing is beautiful.
It's whatever war they were able to figure out to make those guys in Team 7 just old enough to be credible, but not so old to be like fogies.
Well, I like it a lot, and as a work of art goes, it's awesome. And this one I picked. Why did I pick this one? I think I picked it because I saw Comic Art Boston posted a Metal Men page in his CAF gallery this last week. Koski. Was it a title page? It might have been, but this is I guess it's a title page, even though it doesn't have any of the creators listed on it, but it is page 1 from it. I just thought, hey, I saw a really nice Sikorsky page on CAF, and now one pops up on Heritage. Maybe Cab didn't see it. Well, now he does.
Yeah.
He might be interested in it. Then Scott Hampton, some epic illustrated stuff. This is 2 pages from the same story. I think like the first and last page or something from it.
Wow, that is nice.
Yeah, this was one of my favorite pieces in the set. That and the Warner piece. Then okay, this is I picked this one just because I thought it was kind of gothic-y horror, but it's Don Perlin doing Werewolf by Night, and I love them coming through the door, the wind. It's literally like playing out like a 50s horror movie. She's please don't go or take me to safety, and get him in the door. I mean, it's like a film, and then just the look on her face in the last panel. I mean, it's nice. But it I go through that and I think Don Perlin. I mean, did he want to get pigeonholed, with horror and Ghost Rider? I mean, was that really like the spirit, that Don embodied? I've never met the man. I never read anything.
It makes you think though, because like you become known for something, and I mean, sometimes it's not something you want to be, you even like.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.
Look at Big John, right? I mean.
Sure.
Famously was like, superheroes, blah,
No, I completely agree. Now, okay, Tony Harris. I picked this one just because I'm like, man, all the lettering that he or the inker was forced to do. Ray Snyder was the inker on this. This is from Doctor Strange, issue 1, Flight of the Bones or something like that. But yeah, I mean, look at that. The city streets, the signs on the lamppost or whatnot. I mean, I just thought this was a cool page.
It's great. I mean, I think he pushed things a little bit on this, like after, because this was after Starman. And I think Ray Snyder was a great a compliment to him.
Yeah, that's true. And back to Don Perlin, Jerry says he did a bunch of Defenders. Yeah, when Son of Satan was on it, right? So there you go. Right, and a lot of their stories during his run were supernatural based.
Hellcat.
You get Doctor Strange in there too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just fit. So yeah, I wanna go back and read some interviews with Don Perlin and see how he felt about that. Sorry.
Maybe he's like the Alice Cooper of comics. Where he comes off all creepy, but he's like the nicest guy in the world.
Right. This one was kind of cool. Val Merrick, a DPS from The Punisher, issue 79.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of a surprising, weird kind of piece to see.
Yeah.
Like the layout, really, the long horizontal panels like that.
Daryl will probably buy it.
Probably. Daryl seems to be getting everything good these days. And then what is it? One more DPS. Yes. Brett Booth and Sal, Sal Regla. This is from Kindred too. No idea what it is, but it just screams like mid-90s.
Yeah, another Wildstorm book.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it.
You picked 2 Wildstorm titles, Bill.
Wow, you're right. That is weird. Well, that just shows you it was a weird, a weird week for the Heritage Weekly picks.
This is really cool though. Backlash up front there, Grifters on the page.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't pull the image together, so it didn't have that seam in the middle, but
stitched it.
Yeah, they could have. Well, they photographed it that way. They could have done it totally different. But yeah. Well, so there you go. There's my 10 Heritage picks this week. So
I don't know. I thought that was a good stack there.
It's different. Definitely a little different. What is Derek saying? Jim Lee sold Wildstorm to DC, so I'm counting these as for DC picks.
I mean,
Derek. All right. EXP video. I did get that from the team over at Dynamite, and I have not watched it yet, but we'll all get to watch this thing together. I did see like the formatting is not the same, so I don't think he's standing in front of the Dynamite logo on the wall. I think he's maybe in his office or something like that. But let's see what he's going to bring to the show tomorrow.
We're shooting this in the new room because they're doing stuff in the other room. So this Friday, I think it's April 17th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on the Original Art Experience, we are going to have original art. As a matter of fact, we've got you covered. But I'll get that in a second. Wherever you're watching this promo, please hit that thumbs up. Sharing is caring. Hit that bell. Wait a minute. No. Subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that bell for notification. And thank you to everybody who watched last week's show, who helped us with the Disabled Veterans of America. We raised $1,150. So thank you. We're going to pick another charity this week. I'm thinking maybe Full Abundance, but we'll pick something. Right now, I'm really worried about our military. But we will be picking new charities as we go. But speaking about having you covered, the bad puns start here. Suicide Squad cover by our friend, I think that is Keith Giffen breakdowns and Kevin McGuire art. At the very least, it's Kevin McGuire and it's Ambush Bug. This is one of the most beautiful covers I own. So if it gets claimed, it gets claimed. If not, it's a beauty. Then I think I only have 2 Phil Hester Green Hornet covers. So we have you covered here. Jay Lee only did 1 Ursula cover, and we will be offering it. I just love this. Check this out. I mean, look at these guys at the bottom. Isn't that cool? Mm-hmm. Then we have a Vampirella cover by Alagarza. Really cool Vampy cover. I was asked to bring the Dr. Doom back. I'm bringing the Dr. Doom back. Now, here we got, this is a nice mix. So we have a bunch of Tom Rainey, Ultimate X-Men 66, 67, both with Ultimate Colossus and Ultimate Nightcrawler. Then we have Ultimate X-Men 66, page 19, Colossus and Jean Grey. Then Supergirl 55, Derek Aucoin. We're going to have to find out how to pronounce it. And Ray Snyder. So we've got page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6. I mean, what I love about this art is you get a little bit of that Terry Dotson feel, and it's just really beautiful. All right, the boys are back again. So we've got Boys Dear Becky number 8 by Ross Braun, number 67 by Russ, number 50 by Russ, number 57 by Russ. Great pages, some emotional pages, just really cool. Then Hawkman's getting a lot of attention these days. So Dale Eaglesham, Larry Stucker, Hawkman 38, page 19, 21 years old. Batman No Man's Land, this goes back to like 1999 or 2000, maybe even 2001. Check out this Greg Land, beautiful artwork. Definitely had a little bit of a different style. And by the way, we have you covered again. 2 Thundercats covers by Mannix, the only 2 we'll have on Friday. So, this Friday, April 17th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I look forward to be seen by you then.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah. See, they're doing work in the other room. I knew he wasn't in his main space.
Yep.
Oh, all right. What do we got next? We got the we can go for the CAF update, right? We can get through all of that, and then we can get to our picks.
All right.
And I actually have a question for you. This we can throw this out there because I was setting up the CAF booth for the show for Cal, and I was trying to go through some Hitch artwork that I haven't looked at in a while, and there's a lot of mid-90s stuff, and I came across this page and I'm like, who are these characters? I can't figure it out. I literally had to like Google a few things and finally figured out the name of one of the characters. But I'll show it to you and maybe you'll know who they are. I think it's a team. It's an Excalibur 105 page. And one of the characters is big and bulky and has 4 arms. But I think his name is Forearm. Which
okay.
Didn't have a lot of thought on that one, but the other characters in it I do not know. So right there in that middle panel, I mean, so the big guy, that's Forearm because he's got 4 arms. But then I
think the guy on the right is maybe called Shrike.
Here, same. This is him as well, I think.
Oh no! This is those intergalactic bounty hunter characters from Excalibur. I'm not gonna remember their names.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go look, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, we got one. That's all we got. But I mean, come on, this is classic 90s. Whoever these characters are.
Absolutely.
Oh, the Mutant Liberation Front. See, I think I came across that. I thought that might have been a joke.
Really?
MLF, Mutant Liberation Front. Okay. But if that's
Oh.
true, then that could be like Danny Moonstar then, because I think when I was reading about that.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So Wildside is the name of the character with this guy here.
All right, that's not who I thought it was then. Sorry.
All right, no, that's okay. And then there's a couple beat up people. I don't know. So so I need to go look up MLF apparently.
Yeah.
No I in it, Rich Danny's, just straight MLF.
They
Okay.
thought it'd be really cool to have another radical mutant terrorist group.
Yeah, we need another one. All right. Well, I will. I'll do my research. But thank you. I guess Derek, if he's right. He's
He's right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go. I'll figure it out. I just wanted to make sure I list the right characters on it. I don't want to don't know what the hell I'm putting in my booth. All right. So let's get on with the darn update here, right? Where's my I gotta find the right screen here. The period we're talking about is April 6th through the 12th, and it was pretty ho-hum for most dealers. $216,000 in sales compared to over 600,000 the week before that. Ramita Man had a third of it, 80,000 in sales. Anthony had 51,000. Felix had 37. Albert Moy had 34, and Comic Art had 9. I know I got a couple emails from Felix, so I know he sold, I think, 2 covers for over 80,000? I don't know. So Felix is going to have a good week next week, is all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Top 6 sales from our dealer network from last week. Let's see. We got a Brave and the Bold cover starting us off. Yeah, this one was sold by Mike, and this is from Brave. Oh no, it's not a cover. It's a page 1 splash. I'm sorry, from issue 44, and this one went for $32,000 as the asking price. How nice.
I'd pay that.
Yeah. Then here we go. Daniel Warren Johnson. This is an Absolute Batman annual #1 cover. Went for $25,000. They're throwing everything at him. Pipes and bats and you name it. Then back to Berkey, you got a Charles Schultz Peanuts Daily. He didn't list the date. $20,000 on that one. It was April 12th. I don't know what year though. Then Berkey again, Frank Cho, Future State, Wonder Woman cover here, and it went for $11,000. And then a sale from Albert. We got a Superman, Spider-Man, page 8, Jim Lee, Scott Williams piece, $8,000 on that one. Yeah, that's Sentinel. And last but not least, a Jack Kirby Commandy 34 splash page. Yeah, just a splash. So you get a large Commandy, and you get, this is from, what is it, 1975. $5,000 asking price on that. Commandy pages are affordable. If you want a Kirby example, Commandy is the place to go. I mean, for a splash page, only $5,000.
Some of that's just great too.
Yeah. Yeah, the inker on that one was D. Bruce Berry, not Royer. Looked good to me.
Yep.
All right, auction results, $375,000 between eBay Weekly and Heritage Weekly, and I think that also includes the animation auctions on Tuesday. So we'll take a look at the top 3 from eBay last week. Now, I think all of these were best offers, and I forgot to write them down. No, I did write them down. Okay, this is a Ryan Otley prelim sketch for some character called Conquest. They had listed it at $10,000 on eBay, but it was won for $7,000 with a make offer. Then this next piece, another make offer win, is a J.G. Jones Transmetropolitan cover to issue 46. It was listed at $6,200 and was sold for $5,250. And last but not least, a Mort Drucker Mad Magazine page listed for $2,999 was actually sold for $1,400. Then over to Heritage. John Cassaday Planetary Preview page. This one went for $11,250.
Awesome.
Yeah, and there's a nice Cassaday X-Men page in the current auction as well from Heritage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reed Crandall Impact 3, so an older piece. This one for 5,750. It's cool though. And then another Joe Kubert, sold by Heritage this time. So Star Spangled War Stories, issue 145. This one went for $5,750.
Those panels, wow.
Yeah, that was awesome. You wouldn't want to see that plane coming at you with the eyeballs.
No.
No, not at all.
You feel unsafe.
But yeah, the Cassidy page was nice, but it, for whatever maybe they statted something in the middle panel that was blank, because it had like, what was it, Emma and Psyche in the first panel, and then Wolverine in the last panel, and then big empty panel in the middle.
Right.
I was like, I got all excited, and then I was like, shoot. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
They're not making any more.
They are not. They are not. So, and that was early enough. It was like issue 11 or 12 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get on with our picks here. And so if you like giant robots, if you like 2000 AD, Chris Nork is your man. He was leaning in that direction this week.
I did. Yeah. Well, it was funny because I was kind of thinking to myself, boy, I could pick like 10 Italian pieces.
Yeah.
And I was like, because there were a ton of really good ones added. And then I was like, wow, I could do like 10 Euro pieces, because there were like 3 different 2000 AD images that I really liked. And I was like, okay, well, we got to hit somewhere in the middle. But then I was like, okay, I inadvertently did like an 80s nostalgia section, because there's like Transformers and G.I. Joe. And yeah, I don't know. I tried, but it did wind up with some large robots. And yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it was a week of, there were a couple of those illustration guys who were posting a lot of art that was for sale. I got it like somebody who said, how do we turn this off? You can't turn it off. It's going in a gallery.
Yeah.
They're like, why isn't it going in the for sale stuff? I said, because it's going in a gallery. Gallery stuff gets shown in the new art, gets shown in the classifieds, and we like having illustration art on the site. And anybody who's new, they're probably blowing most of their inventory right away. So it definitely tapered off after a couple of days, but there was some good stuff in there. I mean, I didn't see anything I felt like, no, that doesn't belong. I was like waiting for that one piece. But hey, I mean, look at Robert Berman's calf gallery. I don't know if you went in there at all in the last couple of days, but he's got all those wildlife pieces switched into his featured set, which I thought was kind of cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
Robert curates his featured pieces like every month, so there's always something different. But to see that was not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
So that was neat.
I don't have enough art to switch it every month.
I don't think I could do a theme every month. That would be the thing for me. You got the Hawkman, but okay. Yes, Peter Rowe continues to post great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Let me get the picks up here for you. And I got the screen size pretty good here. So whose calf gallery are we in here to start? Oh, Alan Bernard.
Not Peter Rowe, surprisingly.
No, whoops. I'm sorry, I somehow managed to click it. All right, here we are. Alan's gallery, and this is a Russ Heath Army of War page.
So when I saw this, the first thing I thought was, wow, I really see some like Goran Parlov like was obviously influenced by what was happening in this Heath stuff. So that was kind of a mini revelation for me. But what really stuck out with this one to me is the like really beat by beat, like literally blow by blow that's going on in the panels. So I thought the pacing was really cool, and like the more open kind of like stark illustration style of it, I think really works.
Oh, I do too. I mean, I'm looking for something from Russ Heath, and Peter says that Alan is one of the preeminent war OS collectors out there. Right. I feel like I haven't been in Alan's calf gallery in a while, but either way, I mean, this is a fantastic page, and we tend to get wowed when when an artist plays around with shadows and and there's a lot of darkness in it. But this piece, it's light. I mean, it's on a right. It's very open. It's on a beach. I mean, I like that. I can appreciate that, because a lot of times we kind of lean into the pieces that have a little bit more mood, because
texture and
exactly. And it's all about the action,
It is, yeah.
I like it.
Really, I mean, having nothing else to kind of like fall back on, it really does highlight how, well the figures are drawn and, all that stuff, because there's really nothing else to look at.
Yeah. Robert says I should go dark mode. But I have all the windows open in light mode, Robert. That'll look kind of weird, but
Yeah.
yeah, sure, I could switch it. And it's easier if I click on this one. So, but now I didn't check to see whose calf gallery I'm in now. Doggone it. I
Uh-oh.
always like to know whose gallery we're looking at here. Jordan Seymour. I thought this was one of the cooler pieces posted last week, because you know you get Adam Kubert and then Joe Kubert inking him.
Right.
And the first thing I thought was, how did Adam let this one go? Because I know he loves his father's work. It's like
Right.
he must have got an offer he could not refuse, or he just.
So,
But even if he wasn't happy with the characters or something, it's his dad's inks on it. So
right.
I'm gonna have to ask him about that.
For sure. So two things about this, I guess, are, most important to me. One is that I love Adam's Hulk. He's probably like a top 5 Hulk artist for me. But the other thing is the Silver Surfer, the board being a strike through the entire cover, like literally edge to edge, and you don't see the ends of the board, I think is such a cool, one, it's a cool compositional take, but two, it's kind of like gutsy from a design perspective.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I love it. I think I mean, the Hulk is drawn, and I don't know, because I guess I really didn't read a lot of Adam's Hulk run, but I know that the people who collect it love it. I mean, I see this image, and I just see his dad's inks in it, and it just blew me away when I saw this piece. I love it. I love the fact that the board, that Surfer's on, it touches both ends here. I mean, I love it. It's the moment frozen in time is perfect.
Yeah.
So, man, this is freaking awesome. This would have been mine if you didn't pick it.
I would be thrilled to own this thing. I mean, it's a terrific example, and the Kubert on Kubert, like that alone is worth having it for.
Definitely. And yeah, that one is okay. And Jerry says there's a dark mode. Yeah, actually, you just click this icon right up here in the top right corner, and boom, there you go. You're in dark mode or light mode, back and forth. Ian Bertram.
Yeah. He doesn't always do it for me. I guess that's where I'll start, because it's a lot of times I feel like it's like overly organic looking. It like detracts from the subject, some of those things that when you see a character, sometimes you see a character portrayed in a way that's like new and different, but it doesn't like totally grab you. That happens with me in his stuff sometimes, but not in this case. And I think that maybe it's because like Starscream isn't organic, because he's metal. Seeing Ian do something that is like mechanical, I feel like has got a big factor in there too, because that's just not what I think about when I think of his art. And I think in this case, like for whatever reasons, Starscream by Ian Bertram like really works for me. I love this.
Yeah, no, I do too. I thought this was phenomenal when I saw it. I mean, I love it right now. I mean, I love the battle damage on it in a way that I haven't really seen other artists.
Almost like decay in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Marcus is comparing him to Swiss cheese, and
yes,
somehow. All right, I guess I can see the tie there, Marcus. But
that's what it is. That's what really drew me to this.
I think it probably looks amazing, even more amazing in person. Like we always say that, but this is a smaller scan, so it's really hard to see the detail. But you know what Ian's capable of,
right? That detail is there.
Oh yeah. I want a bigger scan. I'll have to email Danson and say, "Go premium, my friend."
I considered doing it, and I was like, well, normally if I email somebody, it's because with the image they have sucks, not just because it's small.
Right. All right. I'll switch to dark mode. Everybody seems to be liking that.
I think dark mode for this is great.
Yeah. Now, who is the artist on here? Let me, because I can't see. Manuel Benet?
Benet, yeah. I was not familiar, so that was one reason that I picked it. Another reason is I can't get over how wild those colors are in that first panel. Yep. I mean, it is like it is everywhere. He's got yellow and purple and orange and blue and green, and I mean it's just literally every color in the rainbow, but it's wedged together. It kind of made me think of Cam Kennedy a little bit, where he wedges those colors that shouldn't go together in a way to make it like visually balance out. And so the fact that like there's there's not such a huge jump then, but I don't know. I just, one, the subject matter is awesome, but two, I just can't get over this palette.
Yeah, same here. I mean, that is outlandish in
Yeah.
so many ways, but it works. It looks great
does.
together. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, it's all really, it's a pretty warm, which I think is like, that's why the whole thing works together.
Yeah, Peter says that's what you get for not picking up your litter, and it's you put that up against here,
Right.
where it's clean and it's sort of static. I mean,
Yeah.
wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm not familiar with the artist either, but yeah, that's a daring approach to a panel if I've ever seen one. I look at all these. There's people in the wind. So yeah.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
another one, has got to look insane in person.
right. All right, back over to dark mode here for this. So what do we have? We have something from Nolan part 2 to Pratt. Oh, that's his. Okay, that's the galleries in. So this is a. You want to Pasquale Fresenda?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know the artist, but I've picked stuff from text before. Typically I do really like the artists that they pick to work on that book. This is obviously no exception, but it has you talked about this earlier, but like typically we do tend to gravitate towards stuff that's got contrast and stuff that has, value and whatever. So I am a big fan of like high contrast. I wasn't familiar with this artist. So when I saw the level of execution, I was like, oh, wow, this is a great looking page.
No, I agree. Robert's helping us with, what is it? Trapola means trap or ambush. Marcus wants more Zagor or Zagor. Yeah, no, I mean,
I wrote a really sick Zagor page last week, but I wasn't picking.
But yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. We tend to go to those pieces with high contrast, high action, lots of shadow, very dynamic, and yeah, that's why I like the Rust Heath all the more now. Comparing this piece to that one,
it's literally like a photo negative. I mean, kind of the same stuff. There's like two guys slugging it out in a couple of the panels. I mean, yeah.
Man, all right. Now what do we got here? This is oh, the G.I. Joe. That's right. But who's calf gallery in? Oh, Carl. I should. Oh, see, I just clicked on Carl's thing. Doggone it. I'm sorry. I did that the last time. All right, Carl. We know Carl's a G.I. Joe fan.
Yep.
Through and through.
Yep, absolutely. I think he's a pretty big Tom Riley fan at this point too. So
yeah.
I loved this grid. Like it reminded me of like 80s comics, like late 70s into the or mid 80s comics with this like, 11 panel grid on one page and 12 on the other. So just these little story beats packed into these little panels is really why I picked this. Well, and I love G.I. Joe and I think Tom Riley's great, but
yeah, I kind of like the the lead-in panel being the largest one there, and then breaking this last one. That's
the kind of outro panel is like differently shaped, right?
Now they didn't need to put any arrows on this one to show us where to go. Yeah, no, I like this. How I mean, I wonder how many G.I. Joe pages Carl's got now. Quite a few, I think. All right, now here we are. Garcia Lopez from something called Twilight. Again, I don't know anything about that. Do you know anything about Twilight?
I know Howard Chaykin wrote it, Bill, so you could learn a little bit about that.
All right.
I'm sure Howie could give you a terrific synopsis over the phone or
well, there's a cat in it, so I mean, I know he has an affinity for cats, I guess.
Yeah.
So
this was post Watchmen, and DC was trying to do, I won't tell you too much about Twilight, but it was kind of meant to be the Twilight of the DC sci-fi characters. So they were looking for something adulty, Watchmen-y, whatever, and Chaykin wrote this. It's really interesting. I don't think it's set out what it was meant to do, but it definitely doesn't hurt to have Jose Luis Garcia Lopez doing the art.
Right. Tom says it's some of Jose's best work.
So yeah, it's exactly, Tom, what I was going to say is this is arguably this is the best looking book that he worked on. So you know, if I actually think if you have a page from this book, you have like one of the best things that Jose Luis Garcia Lopez ever did. And that's, I mean, that's high praise, right? Because what did he ever do that was bad?
Right. I mean, for you to say that, now, it makes me feel like I'm going to have to go at least, thumb through it for the art. I mean, let alone the story. But all right, you've convinced me. I'm writing it down. Twilight by Chaikin and Garcia Lopez.
At least look at it.
Yeah.
Because the characters, I mean, honestly, you don't need the characters. Like, I had no connection to the characters because of when they were published and, whatever. They weren't really part of the Silver Age and, whatever. So, and I still enjoyed it.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm there. I'm going to do it.
All right.
I'll try to do it before next week. All right, Dan Mora. You picked Dan Mora a few times.
I have. I
think
really
we
like
had Dan
this
Mora
stuff.
in last week's show. But here, what is this from though? It's a DPS from Transformers 29.
Yep. So a lot of times what everyone knows I'm a big sucker for these huge character jam pieces, battle pieces. And a lot of times what I say when I pick one of these is like, if it's Perez in particular, like, oh, look how well he wedged all the characters together and like everybody reads and whatever. I cannot say that about this piece. There are so many characters and there is so much going on in here that like it is barely legible in spots, and that's not meant as a detraction to the art, because what you have to understand is the scale of what's happening because of how big these characters are, right? So like, yeah, there are smaller characters, there are humans, there, whatever. So the fact that like Optimus Prime and Megatron raid, that's basically all that matters, in spite of like the insane level of detail and whatever that's happening in the backgrounds.
Yeah, that's so busy. I need it to be colored to get my head
Right.
wrapped around some of the. Cause I keep discovering another character like this one here,
Exactly.
this one here. It's black and white. It's so hard to, I mean, to pull it all out.
That's why I say, but if you treat it like a Magic Eye puzzle almost, if you just like let that drop out and look at Megatron and Optimus, it's a really nice illustration from that perspective. And I have a feeling, I didn't see the colored version, but I have a feeling that they probably dropped all that other stuff back tonally to highlight those characters.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense. Did he post a coloring? No. Okay. And this is MT27. I've been seeing a lot of new people posting the calf. I don't know if,
I was actually gonna mention that to you this week.
yeah, it's surprising. I was running into calf galleries that were new for April, that people were just getting their first 3 to 5 pieces posted to them,
Yeah.
and then a couple people who maybe were like one of your members who were posting their first pieces. So that was good to see. I actually think the mobile friendly thing is helping. I've been watching the Google bot, spending a whole lot more time on this on the site than it's done in a while. We actually got an email. Kazra brought it up to me because I actually delete the emails I get from Google because they're always like the same and boring. So I think I deleted that. And he said, yeah, we got this email that said, Google is now crawling your site, which of course it always has been. But it literally, they sent us an email to let us know that they were doing more crawling of our site now because for whatever reason, it just took that mobile friendly thing to make them happy. And Ian, Saint, new member. Thank you, Ian. We need to do some members only shows around here. I don't know what we'll do on them, but we need to come up with something, because I think we have about 100 people out there who are members of the channel, and we owe them something unique. So yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, I thought this was a cool piece. I think it definitely wasn't scanned. It was photographed.
I have an idea. I'm sorry. You had always talked about doing an like interview or like a show with Palmiotti about his art.
Oh, that would be good.
For the premium, that would be awesome.
Well, I think, what was the last, we had that pinup show that we did with Jimmy. That was fun. So you're right. I mean, all right, I'll talk with him. I know, I have to email him probably over the weekend because I got to get him some mystery sketches. So all right, we'll come up with something. I know he's always up for anything talking art. He'd be happy. Do bot crawlers get counted in the art views? They can, Robert. At the end of the day, they load a page. I can't filter them out from that. So yeah, you can sometimes find certain pages that the bots just love going to, and you'll see one page get to like 1,000 while your other pages might be at 250, and typically that's the bots doing it. I wish I could answer why, but it does happen. Let's see here. Ron Sonnenthal. This was a cool page. And I know nothing about Thunder Agents, but now is this so it is, yeah, it's a page, it's a title page, but what a moody, somber moment, and it's even though he's clearly he's been beating the crap out of stuff. He's just so tired from beating the crap out of stuff, but I loved it. I mean, come on, every typical title pages are all about action, something to get you. The cover has to get you to turn and look at the first page, and the first page, is usually something that's exciting,
shocking,
and then you get this.
It's so somber, and like that just inky shadow on the floor. I mean, this image has so much gravity to it, in an emotional and like a literal sense, because it like feels heavy, and to your point, like you're like, oh, what's wrong with Dynamo? It hooks you in a different way.
Definitely right. And then you look at the cracks in the wall behind him, and it's it feels different. Like if you start thinking about it, punching the wall, whatever. Who knows what would have caused that? No, I mean I really like the piece a lot. I love just the the spotlight on the character, the shadow on the ground beneath. I mean, I think it's awesome.
This might be controversial, but I think some of Wally Wood's best stuff is on this title.
Well, I don't know. Is it? We can have the chat tell us if it's controversial or not. But I saw Jerry Burns. He wants to pay some bots to get some of his views up in his cat gallery. But Robert Berman is offering a service that he would be very happy to go visit.
If anybody's going to monetize that, it's got to be Marcus, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. He could be charging, for a comment, the number of words in a comment. If he has to, convert a popular '80s tune to something comic art related,
there's levels,
right? Yeah, you could scale it up. There's a lot of ways. CAF could be a huge commerce platform if we just, tweak it just a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Oh man. So, okay, Wayne says that is controversial. So, yeah. Dynamo is the Charlie Brown of superheroes.
So funny. So you said you didn't know anything about Thunder Agents.
No, I don't. I had absolutely nothing.
So I actually didn't either until Bruce Timm created like a pastiche of them for the Justice League TV show. And it was like Tom Turbine was Dynamo, and I forget the others, but I was like, oh, these seem like they're based on something that they can't use. You know what I mean? Like Watchmen, right? Well, basically like, oh, he's, this version of this Charlton character. And my manager at the comic store was like, I think he probably based them on Thunder Agents. So then I was like down the Thunder Agents rabbit hole for like a year.
There's that much material out there? I have no idea.
Between reboots and, yeah, I mean, I think actually DC did wind up with the rights at some point. But anyway, yeah, it's passed from publisher to publisher and things like that.
Well, I love the page. Ron Sonnenthal has one hell of a collection. We had him on the channel like 6 months ago too. MLB, there's lots of places on Facebook to talk comic art collecting. I know that Chris Nork doesn't hang out in any of those though, because he's not a Facebook guy. But there are many art groups there.
Not a CGC forums guy either.
No, I'm not a CGC forum. I never go there unless I'm told I have to go read something, and it's been at least 6 months since I've been on that thing. All right, where are we going to next? Brian Koo, and oh man, this guy. This guy's amazing. At first it's the Wrightsons that he's sharing, and
Mhm.
then this. I
Yeah.
mean, the Lizard's got a death grip on Spidey in this one, but
Right.
unlike Forearm earlier, we've got Spidey with 6 arms.
Yes. And he's still recognizable, unlike Forearm.
Right, exactly.
So part of the reason I picked this is because actually when I was in Nashville, Patrick Rains was monkeying on his calf app while we were doing something, and he stopped on this image, and I was like, whoa, Gil Kane Spidey. And like we just kind of like went back and forth talking about Gil Kane and Buscema and all that stuff, or sorry, Romita and all that stuff. And then one of the guys we were with was like, I actually like Gil Kane as much as Romita on Spidey. And I was like, I actually think I like him a little bit more. And
Uh-oh.
then the guy who said that was like, I do too. He didn't want to say it though.
Well, Gil Kane worked on some pretty important storylines, that's
Yeah,
for sure. So maybe that's influencing your judgment there a little bit, but
maybe. I
because he
just think
did, he was fortunate, right? I mean, my goodness,
yeah,
some classic storylines from.
absolutely. I mean, I'll say to you what I said to him, which is like Gil Kane, like I like the poses a little bit more, like the
Mhm.
action poses a little bit more. And I like this chunkier line was, the way that he was being inked in this in particular, this image is just like more dynamic, or like, it's a little more in your face.
Right. But yeah, I was blown away when I saw this one too. So
Mhm.
yeah, you just don't expect to see stuff like this, and yeah, I hope Brian just keeps posting new pieces like this every week,
Yeah,
because he's got one hell of a collection. If this is just like, but he's only on like piece 3 or 4 so far. Um, yeah,
but not a
yeah,
bad one yet.
uh-uh, no, no, not at all. And I actually met Brian. I didn't know that when he and I were emailing when he first got started. He was actually on the tour of Halperin's house. So
Oh,
when he
okay.
told me who he was, I was like, oh yeah, we did talk, but I don't remember him, him telling me his name.
Right.
But yeah, that was anyway. I want to see more. I want to know what Brian has in his vault. All right, so that was your last one, isn't it?
Went out with a bang.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, I'll keep everything in the dark mode here. So I think this was Daryl's, wasn't it? Yeah, Daryl.
Yeah.
Daryl just keeps posting good stuff. I mean, come on, you
Well,
get a Sin City Lobo, homage here, and it made me smile when I saw it, because it's just was so fitting, I think, to have
yeah, I
Lobo be.
when the issue hit the stands, it was almost like you just had to laugh. I mean, it was so, just on the nose, like the logo and the lettering underneath it, and obviously the composition and the graphic style. But yeah, it was I mean, what do you what do you say about it other than like it's pretty funny?
Yeah. No, I mean, I thought it was great. Now I forgot who were the artists on this. I didn't even. Val Samix and
Comics, yeah.
Dell inks. Yeah, and I'd have to believe it's a little bit darker than this. It's a
Yeah,
light photograph, I think, or scan. But I just thought it was awesome, and I loved it, and that's why I made it the show graphic, because I just thought it was so fun.
yeah.
Look at that cigar. I mean, it's and a grenade. I didn't even notice the grenade. Man,
Yeah,
he's ready for battle.
at all times.
This one I just picked for fun. Sinister. I thought when I first saw it, I was like, man, all the character sizes are all wrong, and I
Mhm.
didn't. I was like, I didn't like it at first, and I came back to it like a couple different times, and I'm like, it's just so weird that I like it. It's a title page. Um, you
This
know,
is not what I think of when I think of Jan Dursimo, that's for sure.
No, no. I actually have a title page from X Factor by Jan as well, and it's kind of weird, kind of like this one. I didn't even
Hmm.
think about that. That makes me want to like pull that one out and take a look at it. But um, yeah, I just thought I'm going out in a different direction, because this is not my era of reading the X books at all.
Right.
But yeah, something about that. I mean, clearly they're playing around. He's playing around with the um, with the character sizes and everything. So
Yeah, the
anyway.
anatomy is really exaggerated, especially on Sinister. Sinister is so exaggerated.
Yeah, there's nobody ever been built like that. But
No.
anyway, but yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. And clearly 18 comments on the piece. So I think people, there were people that were very appreciative of
It's
this
a
one.
wild one. It's definitely you
J&80.
know when that was done.
Yeah. J&80 has one hell of a calf gallery. Everybody,
Mhm.
yeah, you could spend a lot of time in there. Now, next up, I have a Stingray piece. I had, there were 3 really good Stingray pieces that were
Yeah,
posted, I think, this week.
this is the one.
The Bianchi was the one to go with. I agree, but I love the classic one that he got. I can't remember who the artist was, but he got that one from Gentleman Jim,
Mhm.
and the other one was the uh, uh, Jeremy's painting. I'm trying to remember. Jeremy Wilson.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't- Yeah, yeah. I think it was.
I was gonna pick the splash page, and then I thought no, because there's no way Bill is not picking the Bianchi. So I was like, you don't need to pick Stingray twice.
I had a hard time between the two of them because one, classic image and then the Bianchi,
Yep,
but there's just something special about this one by Simone. I mean, I
it's
love, the way
spectacular.
he's got the ocean here, the splash,
Yep.
uh, just the overall pose and movement. The one thing that, and of course, there's not enough Stingray artwork out there, but the one thing that I always find interesting is the way each artist treats the cape, or
Mhm.
however they all seem to. There's a similarity, but they all seem to draw it a little bit differently in the way
Yeah.
it's seemingly attached, or how it might be utilized when he's
Mhm.
underwater or out of the water. And I find that really interesting because it feels like there's like no real rule, even though
Yeah.
I'm sure
Well, it's
Newell
kind
is
of
going
like
to
the
tell me
thing,
there.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, you can kind of do whatever you want within reason.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're totally right. Or like a lot of artists do that with Batman's cape too. It's kind of like whatever they want, whatever shape or whatever they want it to be. Um, what really blows me away about this piece is the how he pulls the reds and the greens together.
Mm.
Even like that sagey gray green that's going on in the sky, like
Hmm.
really, pulls you down, right? Pulls this whole thing together because he's got the red in there, kind of echoing what's going on in the interior with the figure. But it really the visual balance on this, especially with all that white in the middle, is incredible.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I'm thinking he's making like a flipper sound, and he's gonna do a belly flop in a second. But I love it. This by far, yeah, this is probably my favorite Stingray that Newell has posted in the last 6 months. Let's just go there. It's so good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Bianchi
I
outdid
might go
himself
with
on this
Brian
one.
Hitch, but this one is terrific.
That is true. I did like the one by Brian, but this is far far and away. I mean, this is something you're gonna hang on your wall and you're gonna look at this thing every day and be so
Oh
damn
God,
happy
yeah,
you spent the money on it.
absolutely. I do. My Bianchi's right there, and like every time I walk out, I'm like, yep, there it is.
Hmm. What is this? Newell wants us to look at the purple pink on the back of the right thigh. Ah, yeah, right there.
Hmm.
That is a yeah. Well, hey, Bianchi knows color.
Oh
That's
God,
the
yeah.
thing, man. He's amazing. I've
I
watched a
watched
lot of
a
his
video of
work
him.
videos.
Yeah, I watched a video of him on Instagram today, blocking in colors on a Spider-Man,
Mhm.
and he makes it look so like carefree, not effortless, but like he's just like painting away. He's got a brush that's so fat it was making me nervous the whole time, and he's just like getting after it. And then you realize like it's just about rendering and rendering and rendering and using color to do the rendering.
Right. No, makes me want to go watch one of his videos right now after we're done. But yeah, he's fun. And he's so focused. He's got a big studio too, man. He's
Yeah,
got the best workspace.
that's cool.
Okay, here we go. So this is Dan
Big
Poddick,
dick.
Joe Staten, Mike DiCarlo. I mean, come on. I was like,
Got the oath on the cover.
right. Isn't that
Come
crazy?
on. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it now. I mean, it's just so cool. So damn cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
I bet Tom in Chicago wishes this was hanging on his wall.
yeah. Tom shed a tear when this one popped up in Dan's gallery. But no, I'm totally with you. This is just it's so neat to have you know the the ring and the you know the words and all that. It's just and on a cover in a way. I mean, I love Staten's work. Every
Mhm.
time I see something by him, it just I still haven't gotten a damn thing by him. But hopefully he'll be at Heroes and maybe I should just make it a point of going to his table first and getting on a sketch list or buying something from him
Yeah.
because I love the guy and he's done some pretty amazing work and
His Green Lantern stuff is so good, and like honestly, it's really still really affordable.
there you go. Somebody said I like it. Yeah, I don't know why it's. I mean, I don't know. Well, it's
There's a
DC,
lot of it.
right? That's the thing.
You
There's a lot of it. It's DC, so
Mhm.
when you say it's affordable, yeah, I mean most DC is affordable unless it's Perez or so, you know or Neil Adams. But yeah, I think this is great. Dan Poddick, he's probably had this for 20 years for all we know. I didn't read it. I didn't read that he wrote anything. But look at
He was
Dan.
he was
Dan
digging
dropped it
around
right
for a
down on
pack
the
of
carpet.
smokes.
He took a photograph of it.
Yeah.
Oath pages are pretty nice, but how about an oath cover? Yep. Yep. Dan is the man.
Yep.
All right, Power Pack. This is just you know, Power Pack was always I didn't read a lot of Power Pack, although I
No.
was you know, this is when I'm buying comics and everything at this time. I bought a few, but they were always so confusing. It's like I didn't want to read about kids at the time, you know.
Exactly.
But I've gone back and I've read a little bit more, and I have a better appreciation for you know for the stories and everything. But
It was pretty outlandish. I'll give
it
them that.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was part of the other reason. You know, I never liked outlandish stuff. It
Sure.
just never fit in. You know, I wanted things a little bit more grounded.
Yep.
And but yeah, I mean, I saw this piece. It's an image I remember from you know
Mhm.
from that era. Things that it just again I never
Was
wanted to
this a
buy it or read.
promo poster?
I think it was it a poster? Yeah, poster art,
Yeah.
1980.
Okay.
So, but you know, again, I think it's like a great image for for the team, and
Hmm.
you get some of the space aliens in there as well,
Yeah.
and June Brigman. So I was like, you know, I'm going to pick this in spite of my not really appreciating the book during that era. But
I
what
think
it is now.
it's a book that people have like warmed to over the years.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
this is a great image.
it definitely is. And you're right, Marcus. I mean, you know, yeah, other than the New Mutants, I mean, there was something different about you know, the New
Well, they were
Mutants.
little kids.
Right, these were little
Not
kids.
like New Mutants where they're like, 14, 15,
Yeah,
16,
they're teens.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, see, now you're making me realize why I didn't wanna read it. I still
No,
and I
they
still have an
weren't they like
aversion to it.
8 years old and 10 and 11 and yeah, I mean they were like tweens or younger.
Mhm. Alright, well, it's still a, nostalgic pick in a weird way for me, but by June Brigman
Yeah.
and, Sean Clancy's Calf Gallery. Alright, I forgot. Alright, so this is, Valerio
Skeety.
Shitty?
Skeety.
Shiny? I don't wanna mispronounce that one. Not familiar with the artist's name. I like this one because now it was a cover, right? Yeah, cover to Trial of Magneto. You know, again, it's just back to things that you can do in comics you can't do anywhere else. You know, it's like, you know, he's showing the damage he's wrought by drawing the character in the shadows, you know, around his body because of
Mhm.
his cape and I did, you know, that's what got me. I look at it and I'm like, you know, there's things that could be drawn
Concept.
better, but I just, this is the stuff that comics makes me smile about because you can just do
Mhm.
cool stuff like this, get away with it, and nobody, you know, there's no questions asked. It's cool. I mean, I, yeah, the more I really like this, the composition and just the storytelling in this piece. I mean, it could have
Well,
been drawn even more like crudely, and I'd still be happy with the way it was
sure.
thought out.
Well, it's got that like movie poster quality where like it's kind of telling you enough, just with this one image to be like, interested and as well like you kind of appreciate what's happened or is happening or whatever. And that too is something that comics does that like nothing else can really do. Because even, like something like you could argue that photography is telling a story or
Mhm,
whatever it might be, but like you can't do this with a photograph to your point.
mhm. Exactly. Wayne's giving me a critique on Power Pack by saying I should, good stories are good stories regardless. I get it, but I didn't give the story a chance because they were little kids.
Yeah, I remember thinking like I don't want to read about kids that are my age. Like I literally had that thought. I think Power Pack came out when I was in like 5th grade, 4th or 5th grade, and like that's what they was like elementary school kids. And like maybe it was like the ET thing where it was like, oh, they want to see like, kids doing stuff and having adventures, but like I don't know, I didn't feel that way.
Right. Nope, me neither. And yeah, for me, I was already 16, so I was like, no way. But back to this artwork, I love it. I'm the more I'm looking at it, I think it's fantastic. I really like it, and I don't know anything about the artist, but I will save this one and do a couple calf searches.
A lot of Marvel covers.
Yeah.
Can't remember who handles Valerio, but it might be Annabelle. I might not be, but
all right. Well, I'm
very
gonna find
talented.
out.
Very talented.
All right, we got 2 more. So this is a John Byrne Lost Generations cover, but I forget who's Kafka. Oh, Joe Murray. Joe Pitt has a lot of John Byrne art. I just picked it because it's a face-off, and it's it's kind of a classic, 2 teams squaring off. The Madman, I mean, this is almost like the X-Men 100 cover, right? With Professor X in the middle, going like that. I just love these, and I love this one especially because I mean the characters are so big on it too. It's not like they felt like they had to get the full figure in here. The characters are big enough; they're running into the scene versus
it feels like an Invaders cover.
Yeah, without question. Yeah, I mean, you just look at the way Byrne drew Submariner in there too. I mean, that has more of a classic feel. I mean, I can say I didn't read any of these when they were coming out because I wouldn't say I had Byrne fatigue at this point, but
you were burned out.
I was burned out on John Byrne at this point, but I just couldn't do it. He was getting to draw like everything he wanted, right? And it was just like I don't even know I don't want to read about it. Something that didn't happen or whatever. I couldn't bring myself to do it. But I see this cover, I love it because I just love it. Now, this next piece has literally nothing to do with why it's a nice piece of art because I can't really tell if it's a nice piece of art or not. But I had to bring it up. It's the damaged piece of art that was received in the mail. Was this McIsaac? I forget now. Yeah, it was McIsaac. Just a great story. Because it's kind of reminiscent of when Mark Hay lost that Paulo Rivera Spidey cover for over a year. And then it eventually turned up perfectly intact. Well, Michael McIsaac was awaiting this package from USPS and never got it. It was totally reported as lost. He got the insurance claim and the money. And then lo and behold, last week, it appears, at his home. And it was the thing that got me was like, look at that. I mean, it's literally the box is almost all gone. He's so lucky that there's even any art left in it when it was torn to shreds like that. We don't need to look at the color. Well, I guess this is what the art should look like, and this is what it is.
Oh man!
But I mean, stories like these are fun, right? I mean, we heck, you and I had an issue, right, with a piece of art that disappeared for a whole month before it made it to you, and this is what you expect to see happen,
right?
And fortunately for you and I, and in most,
it's the worst part of the hobby.
Yeah, and it's not like you can't say that. I mean, it was put in one of those standard boxes that I mean, hell, Anthony ships and
so many people use those.
Yeah, because they're free. So art's shipped like this all the time, and it's amazing that this doesn't happen more often. But this clearly was an exceptional case. But
well, it definitely got wet.
Oh yeah, but then just looking back at that, there's no saving this one. I don't think Von Hawk or Chrisman or whoever the restorers of the day are going to put this one back together.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'm glad Michael shared it. I thought that it's good for us to see things like that. It should remind everybody that you always have to pack the art with care because you just don't know what the hell is going to happen to it. It looks like it was in a bag too. So, I mean, even with the bag on it, it still looks like it got water damaged and torn. I mean, what a mess. buff it out. I don't think you can spit on it and clean that thing up. What do we got there? Robert Dennis says Robert Dennis can do it. I don't know, Marcus. Even Robert Dennis, this
He's
is above
he's
his pay
out
grade,
now.
I think. Oh shoot. Anyway, yeah, he'll attack it with vigor. Oh my goodness, Marcus. All right. Well, thank you, McIsaac, for sharing that with us. I mean, honestly, if you ever get something like that, I know people love to throw that stuff on Facebook and shout and scream over there, but
Yeah.
post it on CAF too. I mean, these are good lessons to be learned for everybody. And
Yep. Cautionary tale.
yep, the package there. Michael's here. The package itself was literally torn in half.
God.
That's insane, Michael.
Why
But
did they even bother finally delivering it? What was the point in that other than like
right.
screw you?
I'm trying to, did it still even, okay, well, you didn't include the part that had your address, because I was looking at it and I was trying to think, how did it even make it there? Because, wow, amazing. Yeah, Remy says, at least he got the insurance money. Or he got his money back. I guess that would be what it was. But, what is that? No. Anyway, all right, well, what? UPS at least included an apology sticker. That's
Wow.
fun to save. You got to slip that in the bag, Michael, and remember this thing fondly. I mean, if it, yeah. Anyway,
I would like take it back to the post office and like make a scene like jamming it into their trash can.
right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I had that one when I put that Cochrane 150 end page that the guy shipped in Masonite, thank God, but it literally had tire tracks on it. Like it had fallen on something, somebody backed over it. He'd used duct tape to seal the Masonite, and the duct tape was rolled up and smeared and dark, like it had been, like I could just picture the USPS truck, spinning its wheel and it firing it, across the storage area, something like that.
When it shot across the room.
Yep, but again, thank God for Masonite, because that my 5-figure piece of art was not damaged, thankfully. Anyway, well, Chris, man, I'm glad you had a good time last week in Nashville. If you have any pictures to share, we'll show them off. If you saw Tatiana talking, seriously, whenever anybody is getting together, I should have sent you some CAF stuff, to hand out. But if anybody's doing mild art get-togethers anywhere, let us know. I got stickers, I got some swag I can send out for favors at the meetups. Yeah. All right, Chris. Well, listen, it's always good hanging out, man. It's Miller time now.
Absolutely, 110%. All right, have a good weekend, guys.
All right, see you, Chris.
Thanks, Bill.
All right, everybody. You can get free swag. Oh yeah, exactly. We'll send you some stuff, Marcus. Marcus, did you get the package I sent? You probably didn't. I think it went in the mail on Monday. Yeah, it was in the mail Monday morning. So yeah, you're probably gonna get it tomorrow or Saturday. But yeah, I finally started mailing the best of trophies. I had the time at last to box them up. So I shipped most of them on Monday. I think I've got about 3 or 4 more to go out there. But anyone who gets their best of trophy, please put it someplace special, not in the trash can like fish, and take a photograph of wherever you choose to put it and send it in. I'll share it on the CAF update next week for those of you who receive yours. But yeah, Marcus, I didn't think to put any stickers or anything in there in yours. I should have included some special gifts. Anyway, I actually still have those stickers that you made for Kazra. I haven't seen Kazra since OAX in person, so I've not been able to give him the stickers that you printed for him. One day he will have them. All right, everybody. So like Tom said, we will be back on Saturday night, 9 o'clock. We'll be hanging out with the Next Comic Art crew. They have an art drop, all vehicle focused. I could have teased some stuff, but I don't even know if I have them up on the Google Drive anymore. But yeah, it looks like a fun set of stuff with those guys. Oh wait, no, I do. No, I don't. All right, I only have the show graphic he sent me. I guess I could show that here. So this was the image that he sent me. I actually have all of these not cropped, but you can see some of the fun concepts that they have going on in here. But there was one There's one that is just really, really awesome with Peter Porker on it, and yeah, so it's not included in this little the collage he sent me for the show graphic, but I haven't seen them all yet. But the one piece was just it's special. It's really, really nice, and if it doesn't get cleaned, I'll buy it because it's that good. But Harvey Psylocke is one that wasn't in the fully scanned pieces that he sent that I really want to see how that one looks. I can't. Is it horizontal so you get more of the bike? You know how did he do that one? That's the one I'm kind of most curious about from all these. But anyway, Saturday 9 o'clock here on the Calf Plus channel. I hope to see you there. The Jiggy's crew will be having fun. It's my birthday that night, so we'll be having. Maybe I'll get Maureen to bake me a cake and bring it in, or have the girls bring it in, or something. We'll see. What is Lois riding? I don't know what Lois is riding there, Marcus. Yeah, old. I don't know. You got me. I have no idea. Anyway, all right, guys and gals. We'll see you again on Saturday night. Have a wonderful evening. We'll see you again soon.